Yeah.
And welcome to the Hearthside Bank pregame show. Mark Packer along with Aaron Harvey, Sophie Starkey, the third member of our crew down on the field. You talk about rivalry games. You go through East Tennessee. You mentioned Maryville-Cohen, Bearden Farragut, Loudon, Lenoir City, Pigeon Forge GP, and you got to throw in Harriman Rockwood in there.
Well, you have to. They've been playing for over 100 years consecutively. In fact, last year made the 100th year consecutively they played.
Yeah.
Tonight, it's going to be 101 in a row.
It's hard to believe. Over 100 years, and I was there. No, I'm just kidding. I was not there for the first one, which was on a street corner next to a laundromat, which we'll talk about that a little bit later. By the way, Grace just scored again. Did you happen to see what happened last night?
I saw the final score for sure, yeah.
It was, we got to the point where with Grace and Webb, I had people messaging me saying, has Grace run out of fireworks? Let's run through all the highlights. Brad Jones was there, and it was absolutely thrill-a-minute last night, and it got started on the first play of the game. This is J.V. Stinson. He is a ninth grader. Listen to the numbers, 13 carries, 391 yards. That was one of his 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's going to go. I don't know. I don't think he has the record for most yards ever in a game, but he's got to be top 5.
And this one right here, Tate gets the touchdown. We're tied at 7. Grace gets the football back again. This is Jace Ballard. 4 catches, 94 yards, 1 touchdown through the air. We'll get to those on the ground. He had 4 of them. Here's a touchdown for Webb. Back and forth we go. The game tied at 14. Grace gets the football back up 21-14. This is at the start of the second quarter. The field goal there right before halftime makes it 28-17 at the half, 35-20 at the half. Second half, here comes Grace again. Jace Ballard, 21 carries, 201 yards, 5 rushing touchdowns. Webb comes back again. It was absolutely chaos last night.
Yeah, the Price brothers have that program rolling right now. And I'm really excited because on Rivalry Friday, we've got Grace 2 times this year. We've got them at Sevier County.
Yep.
So looking forward to that game. And then we've got them at home against CAK.
Yeah, we've got them on the road twice, at CAK, and we've got them at Sevier County. And I think here's one of those questions that I've got is how does it translate? You see the private school, you see the one that doesn't have the numbers. How does it translate when they play the defending 5A state champions?
Yeah, that's going to be really exciting to see. And I know that Grace is going to be pumped up for that game, going against a quality opponent like Sevier County. So if Sevier County's still undefeated, that'd be, I don't know, like 20 games in a row that they had won.
Well, and we'll see Sevier County on Rivalry Thursday, a game that airs in both markets, Tri-Cities and here, Greenville, top 5 in the state in 4A. Sevier County #1 in the state in 5A. That's something to keep your eye on. Hey, Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by the exclusive auto partner of the Rivalry brand and Rivalry Friday, of course, that being Ted Russell Ford, Ted Russell Lincoln. Our thanks to Andy White and the great people at all 3 locations, the official auto partner of the Rivalry brand. Okay, lots to get to as far as all good players around the area. WBIR has their Blitz Player of the Week. They do the poll, and there's a lot of players to choose from each and every week.
Oh, yeah. Huge performances. And it's so exciting to see. And I'm so glad that we get to highlight some of these players.
100%. The Blitz Player of the Week, let's check in with Camille Gear.
Week 4 of the high school football season is in the books. It's hard to believe we're already halfway through the regular season. And with that, it's time now to announce our Players of the Week. Sevier County wide receiver Bryson had a standout performance, catching 7 passes for 160 yards and 3 touchdowns. He didn't know he was our Offensive Player of the Week, but he says when it was announced, he felt honored, especially considering everything he's been through. Last year, Hedrick tore his ACL and wasn't able to finish the season. Throughout his career, he's been known as the shortest player on the field, but he's never let his size define him. In fact, it's pretty clear his game is rising to new heights.
Since I was little, I've always been the smallest one, and everybody's always told me that, and that I'm not big enough for stuff, but that's just my feel, is everybody saying that I'm too small. I'm probably the most talented on the field most of the time, so, I mean, yeah, height has nothing to do with it.
On the other side of the ball, our Defensive Player of the Week comes from Gatlinburg-Pittman safety John Cohan. Cohan recorded 2 interceptions and 5 tackles in the win over Fulton. This is his first full season playing on the defensive side of the ball after being the team's quarterback last year. He says his experience under center has helped shape his instincts on defense, reading plays before they even happen.
When I'm quarterback, usually the first thing I look for is the safety. You got to see where the safeties are at, so that's a big thing. But playing safety, there's a lot less responsibility. Usually you're only watching 1 or 2 guys, so it's a big difference. But it helps. It helps playing quarterback in the past. It's kind of easier to read stuff and know where the quarterback's wanting to go based on the coverage.
So there you have it. Week 4 Players of the Week. Gatlinburg-Pittman is featured in our 10 Tailgate Game of the Week this week in Week 5, hosting Pigeon Forge. Sevier County, on the other hand, is also at home on Friday night, hosting David Crockett.
Here in Northview.
Yeah, and one of the games that is coming up tonight, actually the 10 Tailgate game on WBIR, is Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg-Pittman. Beautiful shot here, by the way, as aerial coverage is brought to you by Gatlinburg Sky Park. Just a spectacular venue here in Rockwood. And, Aaron, it's John Webb and I were talking about in our now 16 and a half years of doing Rivalry Thursday and now Rivalry Friday. We've had Rockwood on several times, but it's always been on the road. We had Rockwood at Harriman. We've had them at Oliver Springs. We've had them at Oneida. But this is my first time here.
Yeah, well, welcome. This is kind of my neck of the woods a little bit. I didn't go here, but went just one county over, so very familiar with this territory and the stadium.
Yeah, looking forward to tonight. Just an electric atmosphere here this evening as OEB Rivalry Friday brought to you by Carson Newman. It's Harriman and Rockwood. Hey, let's take us a break right now. You're watching the Hearthside Bank pregame show. When we come back on the other side, we'll visit with the new head coach of the Harriman Blue Devils, and that is Quayu Graham when we come back.
High school sports is bigger than the players in the game. It's all about communities, screaming fans, the bands, cheer teams, and mascots. Oh, and the dogs. Just like high school sports, OEB Law is all about results. Hi, I'm Tim Elrod, and the OEB Law team is dedicated to giving you the game-winning results you deserve. OEB Law, just results. 546 1111.
Hey, East Tennessee, ready to save big? It's all at Hammer's Dry Goods. For over 70 years, we've been your hometown store for famous brand men's and ladies' clothing at rock bottom prices. Need rugged workwear? Sharp casual looks? Ladies' game day gear? We've got it all, and it's priced to move. And when you shop Hammer's, you keep your money local, supporting our schools, our students, and our community. Hammer's Dry Goods. Tradition, value, hometown pride, and savings you can feel. Get to Hammer's today.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
The free medical clinic offers primary care at no cost to the working poor. Every day, thousands of families live in fear, afraid to get sick or injured because they have no insurance and low income. But FMC removes that fear. We help people get back to work, back to school, and back on their feet, keeping our families healthy and our economy moving forward, especially for our rural and minority neighbors. With a full suite of services, top-tier medical professionals, FMC is redefining what healthcare looks like for the underserved. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
Boy, what a spectacular look here tonight at Rockwood. And, Aaron Harvey, looking forward to this one as you make your way up 40 and you get into Rockwood, you pull into Roane County, and just beautiful country.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is. And the stories between Rockwood and Harriman, these are old towns. You've got people that have lived here for generations, their families have. So, they could talk to their grandparents, great-grandparents about this rivalry.
Sure,
right here.
sure. So Kwayu Graham, the head coach at Harriman, he was a former great running back at Oak Ridge years ago, and he's been over there with Joe Gaddis for the longest time. Well, now Kwayu's the head coach of the Blue Devils. This his first opportunity, first year as the head coach of Harriman. Sophie Starkey had a chance to visit with the first-year head coach.
Coach Graham, you're new to this program, but what have these first matchups taught you about this team and their resilience?
Taught me a couple things. On the good side, that I got good kids that believe in what we're trying to do. Also, that the competition here is tough. That a lot of teams here play hard. Every team we played came out and they executed. We got to work on executing the full game.
And with that, what's your message to the team about keeping high morale during some tough stretches?
Well, just tell them that we're building. And there's no, I've said this before, excuses excuse you not doing what you're supposed to do. We do what we're supposed to do. We're undefeated right now, but we didn't. So let's keep building, keep lessening the mistakes we made, and execute when we're supposed to and make plays when we're supposed to. Take advantage of opportunities.
And coming off that hard Greenback loss from last week, what adjustments have you made coming into this game in preparation for this, one of the oldest rivalries in the state?
Just to continue the same thing, continue. We're building, blocking, tackling, catching the football, protecting the football, winning special teams. We lost 2 games because of special teams. So really focusing on those type of things.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, thanks, guys. OEB Law Rivalry Friday is brought to you by Carson Newman University. So proud of the partnership with Carson Newman and all the great things they've got going on. We had the president on last week when we were over at Oak Ridge, and they've got new facilities. They've got new dorms going in. They've got the highest enrollment that they've ever had, almost 3,000. That is Carson Newman, a Christian university. Mark Packer along with Aaron Harvey back here in the booth. And for Kwayu Graham, I'll say this as we leave that and then we move on. This his first opportunity to be part of this kind of rivalry game. For him, that rivalry's Oak Ridge and Clinton.
Yeah.
Over here, it's Harriman and Rockwood.
Yeah, and it's something that the people care about a whole lot. And Rockwood has owned this series since about the turn of the century. So up to that point, it was about dead even over, almost 100 years and almost 100 games. So it says a lot about how great this rivalry has been. But, yeah, he's got his hands full to try to get Harriman back into winning this game.
They're so young. They're just so young. He's got a lot of freshmen. We'll talk about that as we go through the game. Hey, another game to keep your eye on tonight is going to be over in the Great Smoky Mountains at Northview Academy as the Cougars are going to play host to the Granger Grizzlies tonight. Austin Price had a chance to sit down and visit with one of the stalwarts for Northview Academy, and that's the big tight end.
Here at Northview with tight end Jalen Stoles. Jalen, when you look at this team, what do you like most about this group of Northview Cougars?
I like how this group gets after it a lot. I think that's really good. We need everybody that's going to be on the field to be able to play and get after it. Just because last year I feel like we lacked that a little bit. Not everybody is out there getting after it. So
you're kind of that combo guy of you can go out and catch a pass. You also can play mean and nasty as a blocker on the line of scrimmage.
Yes, sir.
Like, what do you feel like you bring to the table, and then what do you feel like you got to continue to improve?
I think I bring a lot to the table. Receiving wise, like you said, I'm good outside, but I can block a little bit too. What I need to bring more to the table, I think, is being more nasty, like you said, down and blocking.
When you talk to Coach Anderson, who's an old offensive line coach, is that something you feel like he can help your game with?
Oh yes, sir. He helps me every day as much as he can. I feel like he's one of the better coaches around this area that can help you with that, especially since he has the experience.
All right, when a play call comes in and it's a route you like, is there a particular route that you're like, okay, this is my play?
I like 10-yard in, 10-yard out. I feel like those are my best routes I like running, just because I can push the break and then get out fast.
Like, why do you feel like you have success on those particular routes?
I feel like I practice those a lot, and I feel like I've gotten comfortable enough to where I don't have to like think about how much I have to run down the field and get out. It's just easy for me.
How important is your faith to you?
Pretty important. I mean, I take pride in it. So
for you all to have the year you want to have, what has to happen?
Everybody has to be on the same page. We can't come in and take days off. Everybody's got to be going 100% each day.
And you know, when you look at, you know, playing here at Northview, you're a Kodak kid, so this is your school, right?
Yes, sir.
What pride do you take in that?
I take a lot of pride in it. I mean, growing up in Kodak and being able to play football, I feel like it's a great opportunity. I mean, this community's growing every day, and I feel like if the community's backing us, we're going to have a great year.
All right, one of the better tight ends in the area. He's ready to make things happen here for Northview.
Yeah, guys, thanks. And once again, Northview will play host to Granger tonight. 10 Tailgate was at Granger a week ago. A great opportunity for the Grizzlies to play up and get a win against the Northview Academy.
Now, when I think of Granger County, of course, I think of two things. Skylar McBee and tomatoes.
Yeah, those are two good things that they've had. I don't know which was better. McBee could pop the three. I know that.
Yeah, good.
Hey, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look back a little bit. You know, last night's game, we talked about Grayson Webb, but we're going to visit with Shavar Young, the all-everything Clemson commit when we come back. We'll also visit with John Webb, the head coach of Rockwood. That and much more as the Hearthside Bank pregame show rolls on.
To pay for stuff, spending. I do not know. Big, candy. Spend me. Use me to buy stuff.
It's never too early to learn more about personal finance. At Hearthside Bank, we work closely with our community to help meet your goals and achieve your financial dreams. Hearthside Bank, always within reach. Member FDIC.
A beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Look to the skies, Knoxville. Super savings is here. Right now, get 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on select models, plus 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance during our Super Summer Sales event.
And don't forget about back-to-school service savings on mobile, pickup, and delivery.
Come see the Super Dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location.
High school sports is bigger than the players in the game. It's all about communities, screaming fans, the bands, cheer teams, and mascots. Oh, and the dogs. Just like high school sports, OEB Law is all about results. Hi, I'm Tim Elrod, and the OEB Law team is dedicated to giving you the game-winning results you deserve. OEB Law, just results. 546-1111.
As the band is out on the field, almost ready to play. And I believe we are going to take the national anthem, so we'll lay out here and we'll let the band play our national anthem. Nice job by the Rockwood marching band playing our national anthem. Mark Packer along with Aaron Harvey back at you here tonight at Rockwood. And Sophie Starkey, will check in with her in just a few minutes. Hey, if you missed the Grace win last night over Webb, not only did you miss all the touchdowns by Grace, but you missed a really good player who's headed to Clemson.
Oh, yeah, Shavar Young.
Yeah.
Great player.
Had a heck of a game.
An athlete.
No question about it. Shavar Young was doing it on the offensive side, the defensive side. Austin Price had a chance to sit down and visit with the Clemson commit.
With Webb Senior and Clemson commit Shavar Young. Shavar, you've been playing here at Webb since you were an 8th grader, man. Is it hard to believe we finally reached that final run here as a senior?
Oh, yes. All the good experiences I had, it flew by. It just seemed like my 8th grade year and my first play on the field. It was like just the other day.
What do you like most about being a Webb Spartan?
The community, we got a real community, family-oriented community. On and off the field, you got people that just support you and just do anything for you.
Speaking of just the do anything for anybody, your mom and dad, I know, have been a key part in your journey. How much do you appreciate them?
I appreciate them a lot. I wouldn't be here without them. They instilled the work ethic in me. And when I was young, about 4 years old, they put the ball in my hand. They just pushed me to be better every day.
What do you feel like you bring to the table? I know at the next level they've recruited you more to play secondary, but here you're playing both ways, making a lot of plays on both sides.
I feel like I bring leadership most definitely. These past couple of years I stepped more into that leadership role, putting confidence in my teammates and being the glue guy of the team.
What do you like better? I know against it's going to be corner, but like at the high school level, if you're getting the pick, are you playing offense or defense?
Offense, had that ball in my hand, there's nothing like it.
What do you like about playing receiver?
Just touching the ball. I feel like I can make a big play anytime I touch it. Getting the ball out of open space, being explosive.
I know for you all, Webb did not have the year ago that maybe you had hoped. How do you finish strong the rest of the way?
We've been focusing on the weight room a lot, being more physical. We got key pieces up front. We got more depth there, and I feel like we all come together. We got good chemistry on and off the field, so they play a big part.
All right, he's one of the key players here for the Spartans. He's committed to Clemson. We'll go play for Dabo Sweeney and the Tigers. Mark, one of the best players in the area, if not the state.
OEB Rivalry Friday is brought to you by OEB Law. Make sure you turn your wreck into a check with our good friends at OEB Law, as OEB Law Rivalry Thursday is presented by Carson Newman University. And by the way, Tim Elrod of OEB Law going to join us live at halftime up here in the broadcast booth. We'll visit with him here in just a few minutes. So let's turn our attention now to the home coach here tonight. John Webb's been here quite a long time, Aaron.
Yeah, so in 1996, I was in 1st grade and 2nd grade, so that was John Webb's first year as head coach here at Rockwood. So Yeah, he's almost got 30 years in.
He's been a long time. And John Webb, one of the good guys. Let's check in with him. Sophie Starkey had a chance to visit with a longtime Rockwood head coach.
Coach, one of the oldest rivalries in the state. What does this mean for the team and the community?
Well, it means a lot, our team especially, and I'm sure it means just as much to Harriman as well. It's been going on for a long time. There's a lot of history here, between these two programs, and been a lot of games played. I think our guys just said it's game 107, and it's been going on consecutively since 1924. So that's a lot to be said about that.
And now this season, you've split your first 4 games. What have you learned about your team's strengths and then some areas to improve on?
Well, that's one thing. We've done a decent job. Even in the 2 games we've lost, we've played well, and we've been facing a little bit of adversity, and really haven't been able to battle back from that. And that's something that I hope this team learns, because we're an older football team, and hopefully we'll get that stuff behind us and start. Because it's going to be a tough road home the rest of the season, and we got to be able to go and play for.
And your team is coming off of a huge road win against Midway. How are you going to keep that momentum coming into tonight's match?
Well, hopefully, this is rivalry for them. I hope they're focused. They've said all the right things. They've done all the right things this week, but you never know what a 15, 16, 17-year-old kid's going to do. So, hopefully we're heading in the right direction, and we'll be able to keep it going a little while longer.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Matt Marshall with Exterior Home Solutions.
Hi, I'm Dustin Woodson, also with Exterior Home Solutions.
We are now easier than ever to find, right off of I-75 and Merchants Road.
It's a new location, but the same trusted expertise in roofing and siding that you've come to trust over the past 25 years.
Local quality craftsmanship, licensed and insured.
For the best and most trusted name in roofing and siding, scan the QR code on your screen.
Exterior Home Solutions, when it has to be the best.
Brought to you by Food City, it's the Ask Coach Heupel Show.
Hello, and welcome to Ask Coach Heupel. I'm your host, Josh Heupel. Jim asks, Coach Heupel, got any tailgating tips? Boy, do I. Jim, did you know Food City's gourmet burgers are handmade in-store by a certified butcher? Saturday is almost here. Are you game day ready? This has been Ask Coach Heupel. With me, Coach Heupel.
Life is too full of opportunity to be left in the dark. Your financial journey can be confusing. When you have questions, we provide clarity. When there's a new opportunity, we're here to help kindle the flame. We root for your success and help you reach your potential. We're the bank that you can depend on for guidance, and we're always within reach.
Our thanks to Jim and Nick's Barbecue once again for the incredible pregame meal. We got the press box all cleaned up as everybody on the crew was up here just making a complete mess with everything that they had, the chicken, the brisket, the brownies, I mean, you name it. Our thanks to Jim and Nick's over there right by Westtown Mall for our pregame meal each and every week. Teams are making their way out onto the field. It's the oldest rivalry in Tennessee. It's Harriman at Rockwood next on OEB Rivalry Friday, brought to you by Carson Newman.
This water makes my hair so dry and brittle.
Aquaclear can fix that.
Jeez, I hate the way my water smells.
Aquaclear can fix that.
No matter how much lotion I use, my skin is always so dry.
Aquaclear can fix that.
Hey guys, we got a special guest coach today. Catholic alum, Tennessee great, Cooper Mate.
Thanks, Coach. Let's see what your boys got.
That's it. Come on. Let's go. Drop.
Bring it up. Nice work today, man. Y'all hungry? Yeah. We got some Auburn's. Let's eat. Auburn. Real comfort, real food, real good.
More fingers, Mr. Mays?
Yes, please.
Hi, I'm Laura Ash. I'm a State Farm agent here in West Knoxville. I love to serve all of East Tennessee for all of your home, car, life, and business insurance. If you need anything insurance related, give us a call at 675-0888.
I'm Tennessee basketball player JP Estrella. Let me give you a tour here of the offices at Knoxville Smiles. Dr. Costa is placing implants with a robot, and it's all done digitally. There's no guessing with this since it's all robotic. Dr. Welko is the newest addition to the office. He loves to research the latest and greatest in technology, so the other doctors go to him for the newest product information and techniques. Dr. Malone is building teeth in the mouth. To him, cosmetic bonding is more like artwork. He does this without cutting your teeth down. It's all about building them up. Guys, we still have a problem. Do y'all have a bigger chair?
The following live sports broadcast is brought to you by Pac-Man HD Productions.
Game of the Rockwood Harriman rivalry was played all the way back in 1921 on a vacant lot on the corner of Wheeler Street and Wilder Avenue near the former laundry location. Two games were played in 21 and 22 and then 24. One game played in 1925, and that's when they started playing the annual matchup. Welcome to the 101st consecutive game between Harriman and Rockwood. Mark Packer along with Aaron Harvey on OEB Rivalry Friday, and this is the epitome of a rivalry game, Aaron Harvey.
Yeah, when it goes on as long as this one has, yeah, it doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, looking forward to this one tonight as a rivalry game, and we'll get down to Sophie Starkey down on the sideline, but the teams are ready to kick off, and so we'll check in with her in just a few minutes as the coaches are ready to get this thing going.
Yeah, Rockwood won the toss, Mark, and elected to receive, which normally most teams, you know, they want to defer, but Rockwood wants to go ahead and get their game plan put in place, work the clock, field position kind of game. And kickoff tonight sponsored by the UA Local 102 Plumbers and Steam Fitters Union off of Broadway in Knoxville. Reminding you there is no substitute for UA Craftsman.
Devin Bertram, the junior, will kick things off, and we are underway. Returnable from the 23-yard line. The Tigers, the team with the experience, and here you go, down the sideline. There are no flags. There's one flag that comes from behind the play as Jaden Davidson will take it all the way, but this one is coming back.
Yeah, those flags came out a little late. When you said there are no flags, I was like, yeah, you're right. There are no. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, there weren't at the time I said it, and then there were two that came in behind the play. So we'll check the call.
The block in the back.
They're going to get Talon Tover with the block in the back. So mark off the touchdown from Jaden Davidson, who had taken this one 77 yards to the house. So the Tigers will have to do it the conventional way.
Yeah, still really good field position to start this drive, though, at midfield. And traditionally, Rockwood has run under John Webb a wing T offense. They do have a quarterback under center now, sophomore Aiden Amonette, that Coach Webb feels very confident with. So they come out in 4 wide.
So not much doing on the first play. We'll call it a gain of 4 for Adrian Darby. The Tigers, the team that has the experience. Harriman is the younger of the two teams. And Kwayu Graham trying to build a culture for the Blue Devils, but it will simply take him some time.
Well, and like you said in pregame, you get that win. That starts the confidence, and then you start building upon that and reaching that next step by step.
And as of right now, they don't have a win yet. Inside handoff into the secondary, looking for blockers, finding blocker, Adrian Darby, touchdown.
Now this time there are no flags on the play. Darby takes that one 45 yards to the house, and Rockwood scores early.
Yeah, had to look back to see if there were any flags on that, and there are no flags. And the Tigers will take a 6-0 lead with the extra point to come. Watch him follow the blockers as we'll see the replay after this. Extra point is up, and it is good. 7-0 Rockwood with the early lead as the extra point is up, and it is good. Seven 7-0 Rockwood, the early lead. It's not quite as fast as last night's Rivalry Thursday game was. We had 2 touchdowns in the first 34 seconds last night. But tonight it takes a minute and 17 seconds for Rockwood to get on the board.
Yeah, you had over 100 points in your game last night. Yeah, I don't think we'll have that many points tonight, but we'll wait and see. So Rockwood gets set to kick off.
The Smoky Stat Stuffer is brought to you by the Knoxville Smokies, and season tickets are available for next year. And very ironically, the Stat Stuffer is Jaden Davidson, who just scored the touchdown. 31 carries, 556 yards for him, and 6 touchdowns. And that's the Smoky Stat Stuffer of the night. 7-0 Tigers, a short returnable kickoff from the 19-yard line. And the Blue Devils finding some open space, and they'll start outside their 30-yard line.
R.J. Jones on the return there off that kickoff, sponsored by the UA Local 102. Plumbers and Seafitters Union out of Knoxville. Give a call, or actually you can go online to ualocal102.org for more information about what they can do for you.
Good look at R.J. Jones, the junior, on the return. And the Blue Devils will start at their own 33-yard line. Senior quarterback Braden Gann. And they'll get it to the man on the jet sweep, going nowhere except backwards.
Sean Wells on the carry there. Not a good start. Going backwards on first down for Harriman.
Jonathan Dietz gets in the backfield, the sophomore, and makes the tackle. And we'll call that a loss of 6 yards.
So 2nd and long, Harriman already off schedule.
Second down and 16, the big man behind him, Devin Bertram, and they'll go to him off left tackle, and he'll fall forward to the 29. It'll bring up a 3rd down, and we'll call it 14.
Rockwood typically has a beefy line, so trying to line up, go hat on hat against them and run up the middle. With a young team like Harriman is, that's going to be tough to do tonight.
A lot of youngsters on the line of scrimmage for Kwayu Graham. And really not built for 3rd down and 14. Of Quarterback Gann rolling right, looking to throw. He'll take it down the sideline, and he'll get the first down, and finally knocked out of bounds inside Rockwood territory. Twinkle toes down the sideline will get the first down.
Yeah, that was a great play by Gann there. As you'll see on the replay, rolls to his right. Obviously, this is a passing play, but then saw a lot of green grass. Only had to break one tackle to get that huge gain. And the Hammers 1st and 10 in Rockwood territory.
"44-yard line, first pass of the game, and almost a diving catch by Xavier Hall, the junior, reaching back for the ball that was thrown behind him.
Yeah, looking at that play, I don't know if maybe there was a miscommunication on the route, or if the timing was off a little bit, or if it was just thrown behind him.
Second down and 10. You wonder for Harriman, once you get past the 50, if you find yourself in 4-down territory. Already down 7-0 early. Gann, the quarterback, high snap, and they'll try to make something out of nothing, but they'll lose 3 yards, and that's Bertram again.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. I believe you had a high snap there. So the quarterback, Gann, tried to go back and get it, but it kind of went right back into his running back's hand. And then just had to get what he could out of that.
Skylar Lane on the tackle. And a 3rd down and 13. Four receivers near side as Bertram comes this way. Gann will roll left and look to the left. And the catch is made. Well, no, it's not made. They'll call it incomplete as it bounced off the turf to Dylan Hanson.
Yeah, you asked earlier, hey, you get on this side of the field, do you go for it on 1st down or go for it on 4th down? Yeah, I think you're just across the 40 or you're just across the 50, and yeah, you're facing a 4th and 13. I think you got to punt this thing away. Try to play some field position.
Dylan Hanson gonna punt this one away. High snap, and Hanson a low bounding punt that will go inside the 20. Let's take a quick break. A message from our friends at OEB Law.
Josh Anderson is a Republican who has fought for families across Anderson County throughout his adult life. Josh is a farmer, a husband, and a father. For 4 generations, his family has lived in Anderson County. A graduate of the University of Tennessee, Josh has served on the Anderson County Commission for 7 years and served as chairman for 3 years. Josh is a businessman who will put his experience to work for all of us. A supporter of term limits, Josh believes 2 terms as mayor is enough. Josh Anderson believes leadership starts with listening.
7-0 Rockwood as the Tigers take over the football inside their 15-yard line at about the 12, we'll call it. Started at the 15, lost 3 yards. And a gorgeous sight here tonight in Roane County.
Yeah, on Rockwood's first possession, they take the kickoff the house. It comes back because of a penalty, and then just 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. So for Harriman to get that loss on 1st down, that's big.
Well, the Blue Devils all over this one, but boy, breaking free, and look out, is Jaden Davidson.
Yeah, that's tonight's stat stuffer. Our smoky stat stuffer, Jaden Davidson. And that's why he has so many yards on the season so far.
Well, as the play started, it looked like he was going to be bottled up in the backfield, but couldn't keep him down on that one. Watch here, as when they first snap it, he looks like he's in trouble right there, but says zip and see ya.
Wow.
First down and 10 at the 39. And tough running right up the middle goes number 7, Adrian Darby.
Rockwood student section yelling out to Harriman players to hit the weight room. I guess that's an appropriate thing to yell after you see Darby go up and really manhandle some defenders there to get another first down.
He's got Darby on his right, Davidson on his left. They'll go to Davidson here, and Davidson will pick up 2 or 3 yards, and we'll actually call it 1 and make it a 2nd down and 9.
Well, flag came in late. I'm not sure what it was. We'll let the officials talk about it. We'll see. Came in on the far side of the field from us, behind the tackle.
Personal foul.
That's costly.
10-yard penalty.
Yeah.
You stopped him, you held him to 1 yard and a 2nd down and 9, and then you just give him a first down.
Yeah, that's tough. And I didn't see it live, but that's a good play. Anytime you can hold Rockwood to little yards is good. You want to get them off schedule because they love to run the football. So you can't be giving up big penalty chunks like that.
Good look from the end zone camera on a 1st down and 10. Quarterback will look to throw, has his receiver behind the secondary, and a 1st down inside the 15 as he finds big number 11, Michael Gibson, just a sophomore.
Yeah, Michael Gibson, big tight end, coming in at 6'3", 175 pounds. That's a big target for Ammonette.
Takes the ball down to the 12-yard line. Run down number 5, Dylan Hanson. It'll be 1st and 10, Tigers.
So we'll call it 1st down at the 17, and Rockwood threatening to go up 2 touchdowns. Already scored on the first possession of the game, and now behind the quarterback, Ammonette, are his 2 running backs. And a flag comes in, false start from the near side.
Practice snap, false start, 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
Yeah, both the running backs moved. They leaned forward just a little bit early.
Well, they got 2 good ones, don't they?
They certainly do, yeah. And they're kind of like the thunder and lightning. You've got Darby, the big back. He'll run you over, and you've got Jaden Davidson that's just so hard to get a hold of.
So 1st down and 15, and they'll give it to the other one. It's thunder and lightning, this Jaden Davidson, and a flag is down at the 15. And it must be on Adrian Darby, who is standing over the flag holding his hands up.
Yeah, it appears to be.
No flag on the plate.
Oh, okay.
Thus the reason.
He made a good case. He said, hey, what'd I do? Oh, you're right. You didn't do anything.
You sold me on it.
Harriman player just incidentally kicked the football.
Incidentally?
I said that. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
2nd and 7 for the Tigers.
Second down and 9. Quick handoff inside. And this may be a 1st down. We'll see at the 3-yard line. They'll say just short of the 1st down, so 3rd down and 1.
Wow. I have confidence that Rockwood can get a 1st down here.
Inside handoff, and that should get them the 1st down.
Yeah, it was Mr. Thunder that time.
They're looking at it, trying to, and they'll say 1st down.
Yeah. Yeah, if Rockwood gets into a short situation, I like their chances of getting a first down. Oh, yeah, no, it's first down.
Yeah, they called that one a first down. And so now first down and goal inside the 5 at about the 3. And a quarterback right up the middle. A handoff inside. And touchdown Adrian Darby, number 7.
Yeah, just powered his way in there straight up the middle. And that is exactly what Rockwood football is.
Yeah, and if this game was going to go one way, it was going to go Rockwood's way because of the experience and the size.
Yeah.
And a 13-0 lead with the extra point to come. It is up, and it is good. So 14-0. Let's take a break. WBIR, this is your break. You're watching OEB Rivalry Friday, presented by Carson Newman. Rockwood up 14-0 on Harriman.
High school sports is bigger than the players in the game. It's all about communities, screaming fans, the bands, cheer teams, and mascots. Oh, and the dogs. Just like high school sports, OEB Law is all about results. Hi, I'm Tim Elrod, and the OEB Law team is dedicated to giving you the game-winning results you deserve. OEB Law, just results, 546-1111.
Hey, East Tennessee, ready to save big? It's all at Hammer's Dry Goods. For over 70 years, we've been your hometown store for famous brand men's and ladies' clothing at rock-bottom prices. Need rugged workwear? Sharp casual looks? Ladies' game day gear? We've got it all, and it's priced to move. And when you shop Hammer's, you keep your money local, supporting our schools, our students, and our community. Hammer's Dry Goods. Tradition, value, hometown pride, and savings you can feel. Get to Hammer's today.
Hi, I'm Rick Scarborough, State Representative. Friday nights are special in Anderson County. Football under the lights, warm weather, cool nights, and some intense rivalries. I want to congratulate the student athletes, the cheerleaders, the band, the teachers, the coaches. You've worked incredibly hard. Go out there, compete hard, and enjoy it. There's nothing like high school football.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
Rivalry Friday is brought to you by OEB Law, Carson Newman University, Ted Russell Ford, and Hammers.
And he's new to the Harriman program, but this game is a little personal for him because his cousin, Isaiah Jones, also played on Rockwood's team. He passed away, unfortunately, in 2018, but when I spoke to him earlier this week, he said he's going to be on his mind, in his heart, and his family is going to be cheering for both Rockwood and Harriman, remembering him in this game.
Yeah, a lot of emotion for Kwayu Graham. No question about that.
Hey, Brad.
Blue Devils will take the football over a thrown 35-yard line. Darby so far in this game, 6 carries, 71 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Davidson, 3 carries, 37 yards. So the two combined are over 100 yards. Blue Devils running the option. Got to get rid of the football, but you got to get it to your player. Ball still loose, and it looks like the Tigers will come up with it at the 20.
Oh, man. Looking to get some stat stuffing for sure. As you already have 100 yards of rushing offense for Rockwood, just 9 minutes into this first quarter, and Rockwood's going to have the ball right at the red zone. Very costly error for Harriman there.
So watch the replay. Quarterback has got to make a decision to get rid of the football about right there. Braden Gann's got to get rid of the ball, and he's got to keep it in his left hand. Tigers at the 20, and a flag will come in before.
So this should be pretty cut and dry.
Prior snap, encroachment on the defense, number 79, 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Oh, another penalty on Harriman. That's what you're going to get with a young team.
So first down and 5 at the 15-yard line for the Tigers. And they'll hand off inside again, looking for touchdown number 3. He'll get there. There is a flag on the play, though, so bring this one back as Darby thinks he's got his 3rd touchdown of the first quarter, but this one's coming back.
Yeah, that's almost always a hold when that flag gets there.
Holden, number 51 on the offense, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
So bring this one back. Touchdown number 3 off the board for Darby.
Going to get Jonathan Dietz for the hold there, and that is the 2nd Rockwood touchdown already in this game that has been called back.
First down and 15, and if you're one of the running backs, Davidson or Darby, you're saying, well, it just adds to my stats.
Yeah. Yeah, something tells me they're going to have great stats tonight.
Maybe because they already do.
Yeah. Dead giveaway.
And a stoppage here. Is this another flag? And I think it's delay of game.
Yeah.
Prior snap, delay game on the offense, 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
So you said, hey, let's move backwards, just pad some stats. Let's just move back 5 more. But see, this is also a really good opportunity for Harriman's defense to challenge itself. It's like, hey, we've got a 10-yard head start here. We need to keep Rockwood out of the end zone.
Well, first down and 20. We've gone from 1st and 10 to 1st and 5 to 1st and 15 to 1st and 20. They'll go back to Darby, and Darby says, I don't care what it is. I'm going to break tackles and go all the way for the touchdown. 30-yard touchdown. That is number 3 of the first quarter for Adrian Darby, who is a junior. And I think he might be the Exterior Home Solutions 6-star MVP tonight.
Whew, he's making his case for it already, over 100 yards with 3 touchdowns. 101 yards, 3 touchdowns, and just about 10 minutes into this first quarter.
Extra point is up, and it is good. OEB Rivalry Friday is brought to you presented by Carson Newman. A quick break and a message from our friends at OEB Law.
Well, you know, it's a tight-knit group, really. It really is, you know, and that's the way it is all over Roane County here. You know, there's 5 different communities, and, you know, they all love their sports. They love their football, and, you know, it's just big here in this county. But we can say this wherever we go across the state of Tennessee, that us and Harriman, you know, we hold the longest consecutive running rivalry in the state of Tennessee. And, you know, we're the only ones that can say that. You know, it started in 1921. I think we took 22 off by our records, and it's been going, you know, strong since 1923. Well, you know, results, you know, at the end of the day, it is all about winning. You know that as well as I do. But, you know, we're trying to teach more than that. Welcome to Rockwood.
Results is all about winning. OEB Law is proud to present a $1,000 donation to the student body of Rockwood High School for their results on and off the field. If you've been injured in a car accident, no fault of your own, call 865-546-1111.
And our thanks to OEB Law, $1,000 each and every week on Rivalry Friday and Rivalry Thursday. Going to the home school. Can't thank Tim Elrod and our good friends at OEB Law enough for their continued incredible partnership with the Rivalry brand. New score, 2:10 to go in the first quarter. Not looking good so far for Harriman as the Blue Devils are down 21-0.
And Rockwood getting ready to kick this thing off. Kickoff sponsored by the UA Local 102. Plumbers and Steam Fitters Union out of Knoxville. Go to Local 102, UALocal102.org for more information.
Rockwood in the first quarter so far with a short kickoff at the 33-yard line. 10 carries, 138 yards. I don't have great math, but that's almost 14 yards a carry.
Right at it. That's one of those easy ones to do.
Man, nothing's easy for me at my age. Not at 56 years old. Got to think a little bit harder. Aerial coverage brought to you by Gatlinburg Sky Park. The Mountains are calling as they have got the sunrise breakfast up there at Gatlinburg Sky Park, and they've been an incredible partner of what we've done. Aerial coverage brought to you by Gatlinburg Sky Park.
I would encourage anybody out in the Gatlinburg area to check that out. Gatlinburg Sky Park. Ride that ski lift up and check out the great views over Gatlinburg.
2 minutes to go first quarter. If you're Harriman, it's small victories. Just get a first down, get to the outside, and Bertram will do just that. Close to first down yardage. Let's see where they mark him out.
Yeah, great pickup on that Hammers 1st and 10. They'll get him 9.5, it looks like. And that's positive. You got to start somewhere if you're Harriman.
Got to string a few plays together. All of our games on Rivalry Thursday and Friday available right here on the Knox and WBIR Plus on the digital side. And all of the games will be archived at WBIR Plus every Saturday morning. By the way, Grace just scored again against Webb. So if you'd like to see the 70-40 game from last night, you can see it tomorrow on WBIR Plus.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah, we set the over-under at 97.5 to start the game, and it ended up at 110. 1:51 to go first quarter, and the Blue Devils will get the first down with the big man right up the gut on a 3rd and 1.
6'2", 235 pounds. Devin Bertram.
After the play, personal foul, number 11 on the defense, 15 yards.
I didn't see that flag, but finally Harriman gets something positive.
So the Blue Devils inside the 35, now at the 34, down 21-0. They'd like to make something happen and had a receiver. This one is intercepted. Inside the 1, and look out, it's Jaden Davidson with his hands on the football. And a really nice job for Harriman as big number 77 gets over there and gets in front. But another turnover will give the Tigers the football.
Yeah, you can't blame Harriman for trying to go deep that time to the end zone. And Davidson getting that. And if somebody's going to intercept the football, you don't want it to be Davidson because he knows what to do with it.
I'm just going to tell them.
Yeah, let me find out real quick. Hey, so.
Yeah, you look at the quarterback, and Gann just throws this one up for grabs, and it's Davidson who gets there to make the interception. So now they'll go back to the ground to Darby, who has just over a minute to get his 4th touchdown in the first quarter.
Can he do it?
Not when he's over on the sideline because they just took him out.
Got to share that fun a little bit.
Clock under a minute, 2nd down and 5. Low snap, they'll hand off inside, and nice tough running there by Darian Hensley.
And we've got A flag on the play.
Flag at the 48, typically in the area of holding, and we'll see if that's what the flag is.
Oh, it's going to be a crackback block.
During the play, personal foul, blindside block, number 2 on the offense, 15-yard penalty, still second down.
Costly penalty against the Tigers, but no concern. Already up 21-0.
Yeah, and where that penalty happened, I mean, they're looking at a 2nd and 9, so it's not like it put them behind the sticks.
22 seconds to go, first quarter. Oh, they'll run the little reverse, and here comes Hensley around left end. He will get the first down and a little bit more inside the Harriman territory. As a gain of 19 yards, will get the first down.
And to put salt in the wound, he goes out of bounds, which stops the clock. Leaves another opportunity for Rockwood to put more points on the board in the first quarter.
So they'll put it at the 45. 21-0 Rockwood as Adrian Darby with 3 first-quarter touchdowns. And the Tigers will hand off up the near side. And can they get a 4th touchdown in the first quarter? Not going to happen. Taken down at the 35. That will take us to the end of one quarter. You are watching OEB Rivalry Friday, presented by Carson Newman. After one, Rockwood has the lead, 21-0. Tigers flexing their muscles on Rivalry Friday.
High school sports is bigger than the players in the game. It's all about communities, screaming fans, the bands, cheer teams, and mascots. Oh, and the dogs. Just like high school sports, OEB Law is all about results. Hi, I'm Tim Elrod, and the OEB Law team is dedicated to giving you the game-winning results you deserve. OEB Law, just results, 546-1111.
Thank you so much for visiting us today. I really appreciate your... What in the world? Hey! Whoa! Save it for Rivalry Thursday, guys!
To pay for stuff, spending.
I do not know.
Big, candy. Spend me. Use me to buy stuff.
It's never too early to learn more about personal finance. At Hearthside Bank, we work closely with our community to help meet your goals and achieve your financial dreams. Hearthside Bank, always within reach. Member FDIC.
What's up, guys? It's Devin Driscoll, owner of D1 Sports Training with locations in Hardin Valley and Blount County. If you're looking to take your athlete's sports performance to the next level or increase your overall sports performance and fitness, reach out to us at one of our locations in Hardin Valley or in Blount.
It's the Ask Coach Heupel Show.
Hello, and welcome to Ask Coach Heupel. Brent writes, Coach, know any good dad jokes? Yeah. This has been Ask Coach Heupel.
After one, Rockwood has the lead 21-0. Let's head down to Sophie Starkey down on the sideline. Sophie, a whole lot of confusion down there, but Rockwood's got to feel good about where they are right now.
I know, especially in Adrian Darby's performance. He has been electric, 3 touchdowns. The coach is dialed in right now. He's calling some offensive plays. He's talking to his guys. He wants to keep this momentum rolling.
That's what's called a rivalry game. There's no question about that. So
Yeah, John Webb calls the plays for this Rockwood team, and it's really old school. You don't see it a whole lot, but you'll see the quarterback when Rockwood's on offense. He comes over to the sidelines every single play, or after every single play, talks to Coach Webb, and then runs back in, gets to the huddle, tells the team what they're going to run.
So 21-0 starting the second quarter. Keep in mind, and I'll just say this, the nonstop clock at a 30-point lead doesn't start till the second half. So you're pretty close to that at 21-0. They'll fake the handoff and take the shot downfield. Receiver is behind the secondary, but just a little overthrown.
Yeah, trying to hit Jeffrey Gray that time. And I say this for Aminette. Rockwood normally straight wing tee. They throw some. Remind you of, old school Georgia Tech or one of the military schools. Don't throw a lot, but with this quarterback they've got, actually he's the son of one of the assistant coaches on this Rockwood team, Thomas Davis. Coach Webb feels confident having that sophomore quarterback throw the football down the field sometimes if they need to.
Second down and 10. They'll do the inside handoff, and this one breaks wide open as Davidson gets into the secondary. And they are gashing Harriman at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, picks up another Hammers 1st and 10. Over a 10-yard gain that time for Davidson. Davidson saying, hey, Coach, I want to eat some too. Can't be having Darby get everything.
Yeah, Darby in the first quarter, a 45-yard touchdown, a 2-yard touchdown, and a 30-yard score. Inside handoff, and there's that Blue Devil defense right at the line of scrimmage, but a flag comes in.
Yeah, I believe you're going to have an illegal shift. And they're talking about it. But when that flag came out right as the ball was snapped, so I believe you'll have an illegal shift here.
Score of interest for you after one quarter, very similar to our game. Maryville 21, Farragut nothing.
Legal shift. Number 1 on the offense, 5-yard penalty. Still 13.
First quarter rushing for Rockwood, 172 yards in the first quarter.
Whew. That's crazy.
So they'll push it back to a 1st down and 15 inside the 30, 27-yard line. It's 21-0, looking to throw, catch made across the middle, turning towards the end zone, 1st down and goal as the catch is made by Nicholas Hubbard, the senior.
And that's something that, like I said, Rockwood could do. Coach Webb, traditionally the wing tee, but with their sophomore quarterback that they feel very confident with, they can throw in some passes every now and then, which makes their offense so much more dangerous. Aminette started as a freshman last season, went down with a season-ending injury, so I know Rockwood is happy to have him back this year.
1st down and goal at the 6-yard line. Well, and who do you key on if you're Harriman? Darby goes out of the backfield, so it's Davidson or nobody. Davidson makes a little spin move and gets down to the 4.
Yeah, ran a quick pitch to the boundary side of the field that time, used Darby as a lead blocker, and Harriman played that very well.
Second down and goal at the 4. Tigers trying to go up 4 scores in this one.
And 7 years ago.
I was wondering who was going to throw that out at me. Well, they'll fake to Darby. Gann will keep it himself. Runs through the defender into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow. Aiden Aminette took that first hit and still got into the end zone. And so now Davidson's like, Coach, I said let me eat. You're letting the quarterback get in before me? No, he'll have his.
Well, a 28-0 lead.
$9:33 left to go in the first half.
A lot of time left. But once again, that nonstop clock doesn't start until the second half. Hey, congratulations, the first of our 2 FCA Next Mile candidates, which is presented by Pilots Miles of Good, as Levi Spivey, plays for Alcoa baseball team, a 4-year starter. And look at the bottom line. First student in Blount County to earn his private pilot's license, as the FCA Next Mile and Pilot partnering up $40,000 in scholarship money, 2 $15,000 winners, 2 $5,000 winners. Those will be announced on OEB Rivalry playoffs coming up in November. So if you know someone who would like to apply for those scholarships, just reach out to your administrator, your FCA huddle coach on your campus, and place that nomination for yourself.
Be able to have a pilot's license as a high schooler is amazing. Congratulations to him.
100%.
Kickoff sponsored by UA Local 102, Plumbers and Steam Fitters Union out of Knoxville. And this one is returnable.
They take it up the left side, finding a gap, and running through the defenders is R.J. Jones, the junior, number 2.
Yeah, Jones had a couple really strong returns in this game.
This Rockwood team 2-2 on the young season.
Lost to Oneida in week 1, and that's always a great game. You said that you've done that one before.
We have.
With Rivalry Thursday. That's always a great game, and Oneida able to win that game against Rockwood as time expired with a field goal. So they win that one 17-14. So
here's the thing, in 16 and a half, now 17 years of doing Rivalry Thursday and now Rivalry Friday, we've done just about everything.
Yeah.
Except get to Rockwood. And tonight is the first time we've been to Rockwood.
Yeah, you can mark that one off your list. You can mark Packer that one off your list.
Yeah. Rockwood feeling good about themselves last week, 44-15 over Midway. And then after tonight, 3 games on the road, at Oliver Springs, at Oakdale, at Cumberland County. And then they'll finish things up here against Kingston and Greenback.
Yeah, Rockwood traditionally a double-A school, but here a couple of years ago with the reclassification, Rockwood got bumped down to single-A. And I think that's very exciting for this community.
Loss of 2, second down and 12. Rolling out to throw. A pretty good pass, but not complete. As knocked away by Rockwood's Jeffrey Gray, number 14.
Yeah, trying to go to Hanson that time. Just a little bit out of reach. And Harriman's got, like, this team has potential. They just got to get it all together. And you expect things like this, the penalties and being, off schedule just a little bit, maybe off with timing a little bit when you get a first-year head coach and you're trying to install a new system with young players.
Yep, there's no question. And that's the thing Kwayu said. He goes, it's going to take a couple years.
Yeah.
I said on WBIR at 6 o'clock as this ball is tipped, I went over to Kwayu's office, his classroom this week, and sat in his classroom with Kwayu and Scotty Dykes, who's a State Farm agent here in town. He's coaching over at Lakeway with his son, and we were talking about the Commercial Bank Rivalry Showcase and preparing for that. And so on the board, Kwayu had the keys to success, and number 1 was go to school, go to class, show up for class. That was number 1 on the list.
And that is the first step. They are student athletes after all.
Go to school.
Go to school. Get there.
Snap is back. A low bounding punt. And we will take a break. 28-0 Rockwood with the lead on OEB Rivalry Friday. Brought to you by Carson Newman.
Brought to you by Food City. It's the Ask Coach Heupel Show.
Hello, and welcome to Ask Coach Heupel. I'm your host, Josh Heupel. Jim asks, Coach Heupel, got any tailgating tips? Boy, do I. Jim, did you know Food City's gourmet burgers are handmade in-store by a certified butcher? Saturday is almost here. Are you game day ready? This has been Ask Coach Heupel. With me, Coach Heupel.
Yep, I see your problem here.
So have you been in this business long?
Oh, I've been taking care of Tennessee homes so long, I came up with indoor plumbing.
Wow.
Bears thought I was crazy. You keep it. I always keep a spare. Just in case I need to make peace with the raccoons again.
Oh, raccoons.
This little guy is coming with me. Trust your frontier to Pioneer.
Create unforgettable memories high above the Smoky Mountains at Gatlinburg Sky Park. Step out on North America's longest pedestrian cable bridge and experience views you'll never forget. Explore our brand new hiking trails, perfect for adventures of all ages. Refresh and recharge with a meal from Smoky Mountain Smash on our newest expansion, Clayton's Landing. Gatlinburg Sky Park, where memories rise above it all.
Miller's got buddies. So you got pork, 3 sides, buns, and sauce?
And cookie!
Wow, that is a smoking good deal.
Hickory Smoked Daily, so you can treat your family to a great meal anytime.
Not again.
Good thing we got extra. Come on in.
Buddy's Barbecue, a smoking good deal.
First half, 28-0 Rockwood with the lead. And the Tigers back to it on offense.
And Davidson, they're saying that he fumbled the football.
And they're saying Harriman has the ball. So a break for the Blue Devils to get the football.
Yeah, this is big. At any point, you want to take every single victory that you can.
I was just about to say small victories, small victories.
And then build on it. Just, you got to start somewhere, take that first step and build on it.
So right there, Davidson, the ball is knocked free, it appears, by Xavier Hall. And so now for Harriman, you're inside the 35 at the 32, and you've got to take advantage. They'll hand it on the jet sweep, using the speed to the near side and down to the 25, maybe the 24. Nice carry by Sean Wells, the senior.
Yeah, a little jet sweep action. And, yeah, I'd say that Coach Graham is really happy with
a beautiful shot, by the way, from Scotty Listenvision there. As area coverage brought to you by Gatlinburg Sky Park. As always, 28-0 Rockwood with the lead. Tigers putting on a clinic of running the football in the oldest rivalry in the state of Tennessee. They've played over 100 straight years.
Yeah, they started playing consecutively in 1924. That's the year that King Tut's sarcophagus was discovered.
Do what?
King Tut's sarcophagus was discovered in 1924.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you know that?
I've covered this rivalry before.
I looked it up. I've seen it before. Second down and 5, and the timeout is taken by Harriman. So with 7:13 to go, 7:13 to go, 28-0. A quick break and a message from some of our friends. 28-0, 7:13 to go. Hey, listen, you have heard me mention on Rivalry Thursday about Colossal Productions. And if you would like your own personal Jumbotron, you can get it with Colossal Productions. They were out at Grace last night. Whether it's a Tennessee game, a tailgating experience, a corporate gathering, there's the phone number, 865-236-1850. I will tell you, they just got an even larger screen in today that is absolutely gargantuan. It is so impressive. And for your tailgating experience, you would be the bomb if you get that portable Jumbotron. 2nd down and 4, 3 receivers far side of your screen. Gann is under pressure, will look that way, has a receiver, and just underthrows his receiver.
Man. Yeah, Xavier Hall was there. It's just a little bit underthrown. And I don't know, he got lost behind that Rockwood defense.
But Braden Gann, the quarterback, was under duress, and when you're falling backwards, seeing the defenders in your face, it's just a little hard to throw that extra oomph on the ball.
Yeah, couldn't get his feet set and step into that throw.
Barely underthrown. 3rd down and 4.5. Rockwood showing pressure. Gann under duress again, off his back foot again, and just underthrows the receiver again, incomplete.
Now, they're going to talk about this. Actually, there's a flag, but Xavier Hall is certain that he caught that football.
Well, there's a flag down back by the quarterback in the area of a personal foul, maybe hands to the face on the quarterback, and that is the call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 56 on defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Hey, it doesn't matter how you get the first down as long as you get it.
Yeah, and credit to Xavier Hall for trying to sell that he caught that football, because he absolutely didn't. We saw it on the replay. That ball definitely hit the ground, but yeah, get that first down any way you can. And Harriman with a great opportunity to get it in the end zone here.
First down and 10 for Harriman, and an inside handoff to Bertrand, running through defenders down to the 5. He is a load.
Yeah, 235 pounds, and that's just straight downhill running. Said, hey, if you're going to bring me down, it's going to take you some effort. And that was a great tackle that time by Michael Gibson.
Yeah, Gibson just hanging on for dear life.
But another great pickup of about 8 yards.
Inside handoff, Bertrand, touchdown. Right off left tackle, and the big man gets in for the first score of the game for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, and they had a short field that time with that drive after that fumble. But they looked good for those plays on that short field. And so, hey, Harriman, build on this, get some stops of Rockwood, and, you know, you never know. Tom Brady came back from down more than this in a Super Bowl.
Well, I don't see Brady out there.
I don't either.
But they're going to go for 2. Quayu Graham's like, we're so far down, we might as well. They'll fake the handoff. Gann looking and throws off of the receiver's hands. And the score will remain 28-6. So 28-6 here on Rivalry Friday. Next week at this time, we'll be over at Bearden. You see Farragut and Bearden, two teams trying to get off the schneid and get a win. But once again, one of those games that you don't say just because they're looking for their first win, but you do have to throw out the records when you talk about a rivalry like that.
Oh, those schools hate each other. I remember back when I was in high school, or college rather.
Keep in mind the Vols at home tomorrow, 12:45. Place that order online. Excuse me, Aaron Harvey, as the logo was on the screen. Food City, your tailgating headquarters. Place that order at foodcity.com. They will have you ready for your tailgating experience. Food City, official tailgating headquarters of the Vols.
I was just going to say, when I was in college, that's when the break-in and defilement incident took place, and that was kind of when I knew, like, oh my gosh, this is real. Bearden and Farragut, they don't care for each other very much. As we get set for kickoffs, and a kickoff again sponsored by the UA Local 102 Plumbers and Steamfitters Union, of which I am a proud member, located off Broadway. Give them a call. Go to ualocal102.org for more information.
Returnable from inside the 25. And nice moves by the big man out to the 34-yard line.
So good starting field position.
Still halfway to go here in the second quarter. Oh, goodness gracious, that could have been big.
Man.
And did they say this was a lateral? No, they'll say incomplete. But, boy, that was almost a big play there by Bertram, as Devin Bertram almost gets that one and takes it to the house.
Man, so already making this an interesting game, like with scoring, get it within 3 scores. But then, boy, you could have made it a lot more interesting because that had 6 written all over it.
And now if you're Harriman, I mean, back to your point, second down, like if we could just get a turnover, get a stop or something, and the tackle will be made at the 39, and they'll have a 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, and that's it. You know, get them to 3rd down, then get a stop. They have to punt, and then get your offense back out on the field. Baby steps. But like Coach Graham was talking to Sophie and said, hey, you get that first victory, and then the next good thing happens, and then the next good thing happens. And that's how it goes.
3rd down and 5. If you're the Blue Devils, I think you've got to just send the house right now and try to make something happen, and a timeout going to be taken by Rockwood. As the clock is at 5:52 to go in the first half. Mark Packer along with Aaron Harvey. Hey, all the highlights tonight on the Blitz. 10 Sports Blitz coming up tonight at 11 o'clock. Have highlights of this game. Clinton at Central, William Blount at Halls, Pigeon Forge at Gatlinburg-Pittman, Bearden and Hardin Valley. Farragut at Maryville. Maryville up 21-0 at the end of the first quarter. And we'll start checking some of those scores.
Yeah, getting into rivalry season. I love it. You're talking about earlier the GP Pigeon Forge rivalry. I know that's a big one.
Let's score over there. Start looking those things up and see what we can come up with. Third down and 5. They'll rush to the line of scrimmage, pitch it out to the left side, and they will get the first down up. But running backwards, did he go back behind the first down? No, they'll give him forward progress. I thought for a second that Davidson backed up, and maybe they might move the forward progress back, but they gave it to him.
Yeah. Let's see on this replay. Yeah, got just enough for that first down. Good bit of gang tackling there on behalf of the Blue Devils. Just gave up enough.
(28-6) on about 5 minutes to go. Thought about taking the shot and then tucks it down and is still running. Gets him a block down the sideline and will step out of bounds. Add a penalty flag. And half the distance to the goal. Is there a penalty flag or is there not? There's one.
Yeah, about to have a fight. And Coach Webb runs over there and says, no, sir, we can't have that right now.
And another flag comes in.
Yeah.
To steal a line from an old friend, pandemonium reigns.
That's right, yeah. And you get a sense of, hey, yeah, this rivalry still matters. Rockwood's dominated it for the last few years, but it still matters.
And Kwayu Graham comes over. And he has something to say, and the referee saying, I need you to go back to your side of the field. Coaches will fist pump. And Kwayu will head back to the other side.
Yeah, and the officials appointed, I don't know if maybe they're throwing a fan out. Yeah, so I believe a fan has been tossed. Like I said, it's not even just to the players. This matters. This matters to these communities.
Well, they're awfully close to the fence over here. And if a fan feels like that he or she can become probably a he can become a part of the play, he is probably going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to just assume, but in that sense, it's normally very safe to assume. So the official's still talking about it. So here we go. We're going to get an explanation.
After the play, personal foul. Play hit out of bounds on the defense. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 71 on the offense. No penalties offset. First down.
So that's all you had in all of that fracas. And you had 4 or 5 flags thrown. You had a fan thrown out. And you end up with a late hit out of bounds and unsportsmanlike conduct. Those penalties offset, so it's like nothing happened. And Coach Webb talking to Mr. Whitehat down there, wanting to get that explanation.
He thought we should have gotten something out of that, shouldn't we?
He said you did. You got a fan tossed. All right, so, yeah. I believe the teams have been told.
They've been warned.
Yeah. No more unsportsmanlike conducts, no more personal fouls. Get another one, you're tossed.
Still got 5 minutes to go in the first half, by the way.
Yeah. And see, officials have to do that. They got to get on top of it early to keep it from getting out of hand. So credit to the Stripes down there.
Anderson County up on Carter 21-14. And how about this? William Blount up on Halls 13-3. Coalfield up on Midway 42-7 second quarter.
barely into the second quarter, Alcoa up on Union County. Poor Union County, man, having to play Alcoa.
What's the score?
55-7.
Oh, my God.
8:50 left to go in the second quarter. 55 points.
When do the backups get in?
Oh, man.
First down and 10 for the Tigers. And tough running off left tackle.
Darby. Yeah, the chains weren't even set when they ran that play. Yeah, there's a lot of confusion. The down and distance marker hasn't moved. Now it's getting there. So it'll be 2nd and 6.
Off left tackle looking for a block, and he'll be taken out at the 6-yard line is Jaden Davidson.
And we got another flag.
I think the official's trying to gain control of this right now.
Yeah, got to do it. That's going to be a hold on Rockwood, so.
Gatlinburg Pittman up on Pigeon Forge, 14-0.
During the play, Holden, number 7 on the offense, 10-yard penalty. Still second down.
How about this score? Granger 8, Northview 0, first quarter.
How about that?
Alcoa just scored again, 62-7.
Whew.
Heritage up at Fulton, 20-0, second quarter. Powell up 21-3 at Carnes. Second down and 6, inside handoff, looking for his 4th touchdown of the game already. Going to be stopped short at the 4-yard line is Adrian Darby.
Yeah, and Darby, he gave a first down sign. And I'm glad that the officials just let that go. We don't need an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty for that.
Hey, second half could go quick if you get a couple scores. It's a 22-point lead. And here's a question. If you're John Webb, do you go for 2 to get it to 30? So that when you get to the second half, you've got a nonstop clock? I don't think he'll do it, but it would make sense if he did. Blue Devils in the backfield, and the whistle blows and let him go. You know, you don't want to make it look like you're running up the score, but at the same time, you get to 30 points, you can get out of here quicker.
Yeah, this is one of those games that if you can shorten it, you want to do it because you don't want any of your players getting tossed in the second half and have to miss a game next week.
That's a good point right there. Second down and goal at the 5. Inside handoff off left tackle, turning towards the end zone and not going to get there. 28-6 is the score with 2:45 to go. Appreciate you joining us tonight for the oldest rivalry in the state, Rockwood and Harriman. Started playing back in 1921, the official start of it, but then they played every year since 24.
Yeah, 1924, Mark Packer, was the first year that the Wheaties box showed up.
You have got more Rockwood Harriman knowledge than I can shake a stick at.
Yeah, that's right. Breakfast of Champions introduced in 1924.
Got Mark Packer along with Aaron Harvey up here in the press box, and glad you're with us tonight. Oldest rivalry in the state, kind of keep you up to date. Not a lot of really good games tonight if you look around.
Yeah, I mean, you look at some rivalry games, and Anderson County's got a good battle going on with Carter right now.
28-14 now, just scored again.
So that's a good game.
Halls has scored to make it 13-10 against William Blount. So that's a good one.
Yeah, those are good games. And Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Pittman is a heated rivalry as well. And then tonight, heated rivalry. You can see there's a lot of emotion out there.
Yeah, GP has jumped out on Pigeon Forge on that one as the Highlanders undefeated. Alcoa's got that big lead. Maryville the big lead. So not many surprises out there right now. Next week, our 2 games. Greenville winning big again tonight. They'll be undefeated. Sevier County winning big again. So that's the Thursday game, Greenville and Sevier County. And then Friday, a Farragut team that appears to be winless, and I have not seen a Bearden-Hardin Valley score yet. Third down and goal at the 2. Inside handoff, touchdown.
Man, Darby, he has the meat.
Fourth touchdown of the first half for Adrian Darby.
Just powers his way in there. And
they will kick the extra point.
So not going to go for the, hey, let's go for the running clock strategy. Just keep it on schedule, keep it normal.
Well, like I said, it's a tough decision to make. You don't want it to look like you're running up the score.
Right.
Hey, we're going for 2, and, you know, we're up by 28 points. Extra point is up, and it is good. So new score is 35-6 as Rockwood looks to improve to 3-2 on the season. Just 2:20 to go here in the first half. And the Hammers halftime is coming up here in just a few minutes.
Yeah, and Rockwood, this is a region game. Rockwood has dropped a region game to Coalfield, but got a region win against Midway. So there you go. Hammers Dry Goods, brand names, bargain prices. We thank Hammers for being on board with us, sponsoring our first downs and also our halftime show.
10-play, 66-yard drive. Took almost 6 minutes for Rockwood, and that's just as important as anything for John Webb, just to eat that clock.
Yeah, and as I was saying, especially we talked about it this year with the new playoff format. You want to try to get that home game. Well, looks like Coalfield's in the driver's seat here, but Rockwood is going to play Oliver Springs at some point, and if this Tiger team can get that win, then they would be probably looking at a second-place finish in the region, and that's important.
Always better to stay at home than have to drive over to the other side of the state, because legitimately, Middle Tennessee is going to be a destination for a lot of our teams in the second round. Which I understand what they're trying to do of diversifying who you're playing, but at the same time, when money is as tight as it is for all schools, to add the travel expenses, the bigger bus cost, the more fuel cost, all of that I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the opposite side of that. I know when our good friend Dan Shoemaker was coaching, they went to the Z plan for that same reason back in 2009, 2010, and the whole point of that was to cut down on travel. But that made playoffs so confusing. They had people arranged in pods, and you had 2 classifications that were in the same classification for the season, but then split up for the playoffs. Very confusing.
2:13 to go first half. 35-6. Rockwood with the lead. Harriman will get the football to start the second half. So you could have 2 possessions in a row if you take care of your business.
Prior to snap, delay game on the offense, 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Well, that's not a good start to the drive. Hammers 1st and 10 turns into a Hammers 1st and 15.
Yeah, 5 yards, so move them back with 2:13 to go. Beautiful shot of Rockwood tonight here in Roane County. Blue Devils going to look to take a shot down the field. Receiver is there, will make the catch. How pretty was that?
Beautiful. Dropped it in a bucket to the wide receiver there, Xavier Hall. Been trying to get Hall the ball all night. Finally gets the hook up on a go route. Beautiful.
Xavier Hall on the catch. It is a big one. And a first down for the Blue Devils at the 23-yard line. 42 yards on the catch. Bertram in motion. They'll swing him out. Oh, receiver all by himself, and they'll just overthrow. And the receiver stopped running.
Yeah. Dylan Hanson, I don't know if maybe he was running a hook or if he was just supposed to run straight up the seam, but quarterback expected him to keep going, and he did not. He turned around and looked for the football. Buddy, if he had kept going, that was 6.
By the way, halftime score for those wanting to know Bearden and Hardin Valley, 10-0 Hardin Valley at the half.
Oh.
Under 2 minutes to go, 1:58. Gann looking to run. A flag comes in from behind. And if this is a hold and you're Rockwood, you probably decline it.
Yeah, definitely.
To make it a 3rd down and 15.
Holden on the offense. Number 79, that penalty's declined. 3rd down.
Yep, just as you said. You take the down because you made them lose yards anyway.
Yeah, next week we'll be over at Bearden, and very likely could be 2 winless teams in Farragut and Bearden. Gann feels the pressure, throws into double coverage, and did he make that catch?
Oh.
Just knocked away.
And he wanted a penalty. Couldn't get it.
Almost made the grab is Xavier Hall.
And credit Davidson on the coverage. Hall had that in his hands.
And a player is down on the far side of the field for Harriman.
Ooh.
With a 4th down and we'll call it 15 coming up with 1:39 to go.
I hate to see that. It looks bad.
Yeah, been a lot of cramping early in the season, and with the way they're doing it, it could be a cramp as well.
Yeah.
Can't tell the number of who it is, but a lot of early season cramps just stretch it out and hop up and run off the field, and that's exactly what he's doing. And that's the guy who almost made the touchdown, Xavier Hall.
Yeah, so it probably was just a cramp. I didn't like seeing him take his helmet off, though. That worried me a little bit. But I guess he figured he had to come out anyway because
Hall makes it over, looks up, and I think maybe talking to his mom or
yeah,
I'm okay. All right. Hammers halftime is coming up here in just a few minutes. Tim Elrod of OEB Law is going to join us. We'll hear from Ted Russell Lincoln. Exterior Home Solutions, we've got both bands coming up at halftime, so a full halftime show here tonight. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 16. Why not? Take another shot, or is he going to run? Gann's going to take off and realizes he's got to get down all the way inside the 15.
Oh, man, he's going to be close.
And going to be close to 1st down yardage. I think maybe just a tad bit short.
I think so, too, based on where that stick is.
And honestly, that's inexcusable. You've got to know where you've got to get to.
Yeah.
And you've got to dive for it.
Yeah,
you've got to go
get
the 1st down.
Going to mark him about a whole yard short.
Well, and Harriman's hadn't figured it out yet that they didn't get the 1st down. Finally, they just did. As Braden Gann, the senior quarterback, just ran that way. He's got to lay out and get the 1st down for your team.
Yeah, I thought he had it. Like at first, you're thinking, "Hey, this is 4th and long. You probably don't need to just take off with it." And then I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, he made the right decision." And then, man, to come up a yard short like that—that's tough.
1:29 to go. And there's the tough running of number 7, still running out to the 28-yard line. And a gain of 15 yards, and about 10 of that was run after contact. I just made that up.
I like it.
Think it'll stick?
I don't know. I like it a lot better than saying ribby. That one bothers me.
They'll actually call it the 27-yard line. And the clock is stopped with 1:20 to go, first half. Feeling pressure, a little screen pass right across the middle and to the near side. This one could pop open. Davidson.
Going to have a hold on this play. It's coming back.
Penalty marker all the way back by the line of scrimmage.
Block in the back.
Oh.
Number 50 on the offense. 10-yard penalty from spot foul. Second down.
So that was a block. I thought it was a hold. I saw it live when it happened. So now I got a minute 8. Rockwood's offense not really designed to score quickly. So we'll see what they do here.
Clock is running at 1 minute to go now in the first half. In what is a longer first half than it really should be, to tell you the truth. Look at this run. Look at this run. Into the secondary and will be caught from behind. But that's Darby again, who almost took it to the house.
Gonna mark him out at midfield. That is a 32-yard run. Just adding to those stats. And Rockwood quickly up to the line. They'll clock it.
They put it at midfield with 31 seconds to go. 35-6. Clock is stopped on a 2nd down and 9. Going to roll left. Going to look to throw and will be taken down. Steps out of bounds at his own 47-yard line with 25 seconds to go.
Yeah, credit Amonette there. He knew he had to get out of bounds. So he made sure before the Harriman player could get him down that he did just that, just sidestepped out of bounds to make sure that clock stopped.
And the question is, if you're John Webb, you know, you've been having so much success running the football. I don't know that you really have to chuck the football downfield. You can hand off and get big chunks of yardage.
That's true. That's true. But you can throw a football through the air a lot faster than you can run.
Unless you're Darby.
Yeah.
And this one's batted up in the air, and it's caught by a lineman. And he pitches it back. And not a wise decision. If Harriman gets it, they may have a shot or two at the end zone. And they do.
Yeah, that's not a good decision at all. And
Skylar Lane picked it up, and this is why linemen don't carry the football.
Yeah.
Lane goes, okay, well, here, you take it. Well, I get it again, I'll give it back again.
Yeah. Around these parts, we call that playing hot tater. Can't do that with a football.
And the good news about 1A football is he doesn't have to come to the sideline and get yelled at by the coaches, because in 1A you stay out there, so he's still out on the field.
Yeah, that's true.
Good look from John Webb's perspective. He is not happy. So Braden Gann, a timeout is taken by Rockwood. Well, and now Lane can't hide. He's got to run to the sideline and may hear a thing or three from his coaches.
Yeah, I think Coach Webb said, hey, how long has this first half been? Let's take a timeout, see how long we can make it.
Rivalry Friday is brought to you by our good friends at OEB Law. Make sure you turn your wreck into a check with our friends at OEB Law. Tim Elrod giving $1,000 to the home school each and every week. Also brought to you by Aqua Clear Water Systems. They change the water in our house. They say, let us change your water. It will change your life. And trust me, it has. Aqua Clear Water Systems. And our thanks to Chuck Fleischman, huge supporter of high school football and Rivalry Friday. Chuck Fleischman, thank you for your support. And our thanks to Tom Thielman and Brad Jones here tonight, pushing the buttons, making sure the buttons are pushed okay.
You didn't thank me, Mark.
And Aaron Harvey for standing here and looking so pretty. First down and 10. Gann looking to throw, takes a shot to the end zone. There's nobody there but a green shirt, and look out here. Davidson looking for a blocker, and he'll be tackled more so by his own teammate than anybody wearing white.
And that's Davidson's second interception of the game.
That will take us to the end of the first half, and a halftime score. Rockwood has a 35-6 lead. Let us take a break on OEB Law Rivalry Friday, presented by Carson Newman. The Hammers halftime begins right after this break.
Hey, East Tennessee, ready to save big? It's all at Hammers Dry Goods. For over 70 years, we've been your hometown store for famous brand men's and ladies' clothing at rock-bottom prices. Need rugged workwear? Sharp casual looks? Ladies' game day gear? We've got it all, and it's priced to move. And when you shop Hammers, you keep your money local, supporting our schools, our students, and our community. Hammers Dry Goods. Tradition, value, hometown pride, and savings you can feel. Get to Hammers today.
Josh Anderson is a Republican who has fought for families across Anderson County throughout his adult life. Josh is a farmer, a husband, and a father. For 4 generations, his family has lived in Anderson County. A graduate of the University of Tennessee, Josh has served on the Anderson County Commission for 7 years and served as chairman for 3 years. Josh is a businessman who will put his experience to work for all of us. A supporter of term limits, Josh believes 2 terms as mayor is enough. Josh Anderson believes leadership starts with listening. Kathy Mae Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy Mae Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
In East Tennessee, work isn't just a job, it's who we are. For over a century, Plumbers and Pipefitters Local 102 has helped to build this region from the ground up with sweat, skill, and pride. Don't gamble on unskilled labor. At Local 102, our members train in a state-of-the-art facility with advanced real-world instruction, ensuring they deliver top-tier work from day one. Good work, good wages, local jobs. Local 102. Building today, fighting for tomorrow.
Welcome back. Time now for the Hammers halftime, as the halftime score is Rockwood up 35-6. Harriman Band is out on the field, so we will let you enjoy the sights and sounds of the Harriman Blue Devil Marching Band. Really nice job by the Harriman Blue Devil Marching Band. Don't adjust your sets. Tim Elrod of OEB Law is up here in the booth. Rockwood having a lot of success tonight, but this is what small-town football is all about.
That's what it's all about. You know, Rockwood, traditionally, they have an explosive offense.
Yeah.
They live and die off of explosive plays. They've certainly showed that here tonight. At times, they got such a fast start that I think Harriman was just reeling from it. They finally put a sustained drive together with a short field, but they put it in, and that's great. But you're right about one thing, and you kind of saw some unnecessary roughness on the sideline there. Also, like I said last night, this game was going to be a fight. It doesn't matter what that score is. Those kids are out there playing so hard.
Tim, you've been such a big supporter not only of high school football in Knoxville, but a lot of people in Knoxville don't know you've been kind of out here in Roane County and Anderson County and Morgan County for a number of years. Why have you been focused kind of in this direction?
Well, I think exposure is everything, and no matter what school you go to, whether it's a big one or a Knoxville one, there are kids at smaller schools that have that talent, and this is where they're from, and they choose to play here, and they should be spotlighted. So me and Brad, you know, we hooked up years ago, kind of a similar story, you know, got on early with Rivalry Thursday and just has watched it grown to what it is now, but giving that exposure to these small schools is what it's all about. I'll give you an example of that, Mark.
Okay.
I'm sitting in the stands eating French fries and drinking a Coke,
of course you
having a good time,
Yeah.
just enjoying the game because it's a beautiful, beautiful stadium. If you think about it, you're seeing a grass field. You don't see that all the time.
Right.
It's got the crown on it, so the drainage, you forget that's how they all used to be.
Yeah.
And in the Roane County areas, that's how they are. But I'll say this, watching those kids play, just sitting out there taking in the sights and sound of a community event is really what I love to showcase, because we get to help those people in those communities so much. You know, they get in car accidents. They need all kinds of help, and we're just so proud to be a part of their communities. And so this is our way of giving back, spotlighting these communities. There's two kids down there right now. I was talking to his dad in the stands. Okay. They're the Simpson twins. And, well, they're not twins, but one of them's 55, one of them's 4, and they have the longest hair in the stadium right now.
Well, we need the Gambooses game night makeover tonight.
And immediately I thought about, you know, and I was talking to his dad, and it was great, so I wanted to give them a shout-out. Hope at the rate the score is, those kids are going to get in the ball game.
Yeah, 100%. Tim, good to see you as always. Thanks for being a partner on OEB Rivalry Friday. And next week, Bearden and Farragut. Somebody's got to get a win next week. So we'll be over there at Bearden next week. Hey, let's hear from some other good friends who talk about our official auto partner of the Rivalry brand. It's Ted Russell Ford and Ted Russell Lincoln. Well, Barry Rowland is here with us, the coolest general manager in Knoxville by the looks of things.
Yeah, absolutely. You know it.
Ted Russell Lincoln, by the way, what an incredible facility you guys have got over on Kingston Pike. I know you're proud of it.
We are. It's been a long time coming, a lot of effort, a lot of energy, and we're just excited to share that with the community.
Hey, Barry, tell me what's different about Ted Russell Lincoln, about the Lincoln experience?
Well, it's totally segregated from the Ford experience. So Lincoln themselves, the factory, have this, initiative and this passion to have a luxury experience, and that's what they've done. So everything is quite different from the Ford experience, and we just invite our customers to come and experience that.
Do you feel like that it's just a different customer base, essentially, Ford versus Lincoln?
It is, and, we were dual for decades, Ford and Lincoln.
Okay.
And, the factory just decided that, hey, we are segregating ourselves, and it's a different client, it's a different base, and, they've done that with their vehicle line. We've done that with our staff, and so we want to, hold up the standards of Lincoln.
So tell me what's different. What do you expect when you come in to Ted Russell Lincoln? What's the treatment you're going to get?
Well, the hospitality, again, the overall facility is just at a higher standard.
Okay.
Obviously, the vehicle line, the just the leather, just the interior is so much different. The warranty is longer, and there's just a lot of benefits, from being a Lincoln owner.
Barry, you're doing your job. You're making me want to come buy a Lincoln from you.
Hey, I'll make an appointment for you right now.
I'm sure you can. Hey, good to see you, man. And by the way, you do look cool.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
See you, Barry.
All right, see you.
At the halftime score, 35-6, Rockwood with the lead. And the Rockwood band about to play. So let's take a quick break and hear from Laura Ash of State Farm.
Hi, I'm Laura Ash. I am a State Farm agent here in Farragut, serving all of East Tennessee for your insurance needs. I've been an agent for almost 20 years, and during that time, I've watched the babies grow from this high to driving cars and headed to college. I really enjoy all aspects of insurance. We specialize in auto, home, business, and life insurance. We would love to talk to you about your young teen drivers. We know it's a very stressful time with them driving, and we'd love to save you money on those rates. Come on in. It's always a new adventure here at Laura Ash State Farm. Ashley is working with a customer at a dealership right now who's buying a car.
So you heard about us through Anastasia? Oh, we love her. I'll be sure to send her a referral gift. So tell me, what has you shopping for insurance today?
Audrey is working with a business client who's opening a new business next month. We cater each policy that we write to your specific individual needs. We want to have a conversation. We want to get to know you. We want to know what's important to you, because it's not about us. It's about what you and your family needs from us here at Laura Ash State Farm. When it's time to renew, call you know who. And when you're in the journey of life, partner with us at Laura Ash State Farm.
Time now for us to hear from the Rockwood Marching Band. Wonderful job by the Rockwood Marching Band. Let's take a break here on the Hammers halftime. The halftime score, Rockwood 35, Harriman 6, as you are watching Rivalry Friday.
Hi, I'm Matt Marshall with Exterior Home Solutions.
Hi, I'm Dustin Woodson, also with Exterior Home Solutions.
We are now easier than ever to find, right off of I-75 and Merchants Road.
It's a new location, but the same trusted expertise in roofing and siding that you've come to trust over the past 25 years.
Local quality craftsmanship, licensed and insured.
For the best and most trusted name in roofing and siding, scan the QR code on your screen.
Exterior Home Solutions, when it has to be the best.
a beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Look to the skies, Knoxville. Super savings is here. Right now, get 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on select models, plus 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance during our Super Summer Sales event.
And don't forget about back-to-school service savings on mobile, pickup, and delivery.
Come see the Super Dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location.
Hey guys, we got a special guest coach today. Catholic alum, Tennessee great, Cooper Mate.
Thanks, Coach. Let's see what your boys got.
That's it.
Drop. Bring it up. Nice work today, man. Y'all hungry? Yeah. We got some Auburn's. Let's eat. Auburn's. Real comfort, real food, real good.
More fingers, Mr. Mays?
Yes, please.
What's up, guys? It's Devin Driscoll, owner of D1 Sports Training. We know in 2024, convenience is king, so we have locations not just in Hardin Valley, but now one in Maryville, in Farragut, and in Morristown, with more soon to come. So keep an eye out. We want to bring D1 Sports Training to everyone in East Tennessee.
Hello, I'm State Farm Agent Scotty Dykes. Our office is located in Harriman, Tennessee, where we've been here located for over 25 years. Our office offers life insurance, homeowner insurance, auto insurance, and other investment products. Please pay us a visit, and we would love to do business with you.
Life is too full of opportunity to be left in the dark. Your financial journey can be confusing. When you have questions, we provide clarity. When there's a new opportunity, we're here to help kindle the flame. We root for your success and help you reach your potential. We're the bank that you can depend on for guidance. And we're always within reach.
Brought to you by Food City, it's the Ask Coach Heupel Show.
Hello, and welcome to Ask Coach Heupel. I'm your host, Josh Heupel. Mandy asks, what stands out to you about Tennessee when you compare it to the other places you lived? Great question, Mandy. Right off the bat, I can tell you those other places don't have a food city. In-house butchers, local produce, it's enough to make you evolve for life. This has been Ask Coach Heupel. With me, Coach Heupel.
Welcome back to the Hammers halftime. 35-6 is the halftime score as the Rockwood band continues to march. Some halftime stats for you here as Rockwood has run for 349 total yards of offense, 311 on the ground, just 38 through the air. Total yardage for Harriman at halftime, 106 yards. It has been domination in the first half for the Rockwood Tigers. Let's catch our last halftime break. We'll come back with second half coverage right after this on OEB Rivalry Friday, presented by Carson Newman.
Brought to you by Food City, it's the Ask Coach Heupel Show.
Hello, and welcome to Ask Coach Heupel. I'm your host, Josh Heupel. Mandy asks, what stands out to you about Tennessee when you compare it to the other places you lived? Great question, Mandy. Right off the bat, I can tell you those other places don't have a food city. In-house butchers, local produce, it's enough to make you evolve for life. This has been Ask Coach Heupel. With me, Coach Heupel.
Yep, I see your problem here.
So have you been in this business long?
Oh, I've been taking care of Tennessee homes so long, I came up with indoor plumbing.
Wow.
Bears thought I was crazy. You keep it. I always keep a spare. Just in case I need to make peace with the raccoons again.
Oh, raccoons.
This little guy is coming with me.
Trust your frontier to Pioneer.
Create unforgettable memories high above the Smoky Mountains at Gatlinburg Sky Park. Step out on North America's longest pedestrian cable bridge and experience views you'll never forget. Explore our brand new hiking trails, perfect for adventures of all ages. Refresh and recharge with a meal from Smoky Mountain Smash on our newest expansion, Clayton's Landing. Gatlinburg Sky Park, where memories rise above it all.
Miller's got buddies.
So you got pork, 3 sides, buns, and sauce?
And cookie!
Wow, that is a smoking good deal.
Hickory Smoked Daily, so you can treat your family to a great meal anytime.
Not again. Good thing we got extra. Come on in.
Buddy's Barbecue, a smoking good deal.
He has time. He's going to take a shot, and it'll be picked off.
Coach, like you said before the game, your team has faced some adversity before. What was your message to them in the locker room?
Just to keep playing and believe. Sooner or later, you got to believe. We had opportunities, and we didn't take advantage of those opportunities. We got to still block, run, and tackle. We were down in the red zone 3 times, came up with nothing. If we get 2 of those 3, now the score is 20 to 35, which mentally it helps you build, and we didn't get those. But keep playing, keep building, and take advantage of opportunities. I've seen it happen before. You just got to believe.
Now, your team did have some sparks there in the second quarter with a touchdown, almost an interception. How can they build off of that momentum and those little successes?
You got to finish. Almost an interception. You got to finish. A fumble that we could have scooped, and you got to finish. And that's just part of growth. And we can't continue to miss opportunities, yet give other teams opportunities. So that's learning, but you got to learn on the fly, man. I'm here to win it. I'm here to win.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, love the attitude there by Kwayu Graham. Sophie, good job down there. Mark Packer along with Aaron Harvey up here in the press box. And I like what Kwayu says. Right now, Rockwood knows how to finish. They're finishing. And for Kwayu Graham, they're just simply not.
Yeah, and that's really what it boils down to. An example he gave, hey, we had that interception. That's likely a pick 6. You don't hold on to the football, unfortunately. So you don't get points there. At the end of the half there, you've got an opportunity to go to the end zone, maybe get some points on the board. You don't finish there. He talked about opportunity with fumbles, maybe picking a fumble up, getting some yardage out of it. You don't get that done. And it's just those little things. And they'll get better. And like I said, hey, get a positive and then grow from it. Get a positive and grow from it.
So just over a minute to go here in halftime, and we'll keep you updated as scores around the area and just kind of check and see where everybody is right now. Austin East has a lead against Chattanooga Brainerd, 14-0. I know Stanton Stevens has been working hard on that program. You talk about a rebuilding effort. Anderson County up on Carter at the half, 31-14 is the score there. And William Blount up on Hall, 16-9 at the half. So a couple pretty good games right there.
Yeah, and how about the year William Blount's having? They've been putting up a ton of yards on offense, and it's been a good year for the Governors.
Yeah, they've surprised a lot of people. And what has surprised a lot of people is I know that when Josh Jones was fired at Bearden, they lost a whole lot of players, but Bearden can't get anything going. They're losing to Hardin Valley 17-0 to start the second half.
Yeah, that's rough. You think about it, you're like, okay, well, we might have 2 winless teams next week, but that's 2 winless teams that hate each other. That's a very fierce rivalry. They're both going after their first win of the season. That's a region game. You know what? That might be one of the best games we have all year.
Well, it may. Maryville up on Farragut 42-10 as they have just started the third quarter.
Of course, Maryville does that to a lot of teams.
Yeah, they do. There's no question about that.
So Rockwood kicks it off to Harriman to start the second half. Kickoff sponsored by UA Local 102 Plumbers and Steam Fitters Union out of Knoxville. Reminding you there is no substitute for UA Craftsman.
So a returnable kick from the 17-yard line. And the Blue Devils will let this one hit the ground. And now running to the far side is Sean Wells, who will be taken down. And even the kickoff return is thrill a minute for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, really made something out of nothing right there, though. Very fortunate to get back on that football after not catching it. But, sometimes when the ball hits the ground like that, funny things happen. And I would say that's a pretty good return for such a disastrous start on it. Somehow, only 1 second came off the clock.
He was fast.
That's what it was.
He was really fast going from one side of the field to the other. So you're 1 point away from the nonstop clock. So the next score, if Rockwood scores first, but Harriman running right up the middle. And, you hope for Kwayu and the confidence of trying to build this program, they can get a nice sustained drive for Harriman's sake.
Yeah, it's got to start somewhere. And I know we keep saying that, and I know Coach Graham also has said that in the interviews we had with him. But when a team when a team's got off to a start like this, and you got a new coach, you've got young players, your confidence isn't completely there, it takes that one moment to feel good about yourself and to get things going.
Little play fake. They'll get it to the near side, and a nice open field tackle, but not after a gain of 3 yards.
Beautiful tackle that time by Darian Hensley. See on the replay. Wrapped up those legs. Great tackle.
To a 3rd down and 1 for the Blue Devils. And the star of the first half, if you're just tuning in, was the running back for Rockwood, Adrian Darby. 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. At halftime, Darby with 172 yards. And the quarterback here can keep this and get the first down, and he will.
Great
out to
run.
midfield.
And Gann's a little bit slow to get up.
Darby actually 12 carries, 159, and 4 touchdowns in the first half.
Yeah, I think Gann's come out of this game, Mark. So you'll have a new quarterback in for Harriman.
Backup comes in, and that is Aiden Oliver, the sophomore. And Oliver says, geez, you're going to put me in this game. I'd be surprised at nothing else besides just handing off. I've been that backup quarterback, and they send you in, and the coach says, just don't screw up. Just don't screw up.
Thanks, Coach. Great advice.
Yeah. And I'm like, I got my shot. Can you let me do something here?
Yeah, right.
This is my shot.
And Oliver will stay in.
Oliver will stay in, which becomes more of a concern. He's got Sean Wells behind him, and Oliver will look to throw. Nice little pass to the outside. And Oliver looks back at Kwayu Graham and says, see? That's what the backup quarterback does. See?
Yeah, that pass was on time, on target. Didn't really get a lot from it. So you're still going to end up with a 3rd and long, but still looked like a good decision and good pitch and catch there.
Good look at Kwayu Graham. First year at Harriman. 3rd down, looking to throw, and a nice pitch and catch, touchdown. How pretty was that throw?
Oh, my gosh.
And there's your backup quarterback who looks over to the sideline and says, see?
Threw that one on a rope. R.J. Jones.
That was the best pass we've seen tonight.
It was. Look at that.
I mean, he gets it to his receiver absolutely on the fly, and R.J. Jones takes that one all the way for the touchdown.
Yeah, and we've seen Jones has speed. He's flashed that on kickoff returns. So you knew that's one of those guys, hey, if you get him in space, he can get past some fellas. And that's what happened.
So a 43-yard touchdown. And forget the nonstop clock. Harriman says we score a touchdown here, or a 2-point conversion, we can cut it down to 21, and they'll take a timeout to talk about it. Let's take a quick break.
Hi, I'm Rick Scarborough, State Representative. Friday nights are special in Anderson County. Football under the lights, warm weather, cool nights, and some intense rivalries. I want to congratulate the student athletes, the cheerleaders, the band, the teachers, the coaches. You've worked incredibly hard. Go out there, compete hard, and enjoy it. There's nothing like high school football.
So John Webb looking up and not happy right now as the Blue Devils went straight down the field in 3 minutes and 18 seconds. And the backup quarterback who slips into the game, Aiden Oliver, with the 43-yard touchdown to R.J. Jones, 2-point conversion to make it 35-14. He's walking with a little bit more swagger right now. Do you notice?
Yeah. Well, you get something like that going, you start feeling a little bit good about yourself. You need some swagger.
Me?
No.
Him? I was about to say, I need nothing. Swagger for me pulls a muscle.
In general, swagger's a good thing. You don't want to be cocky, but swagger's a good thing. Oh, man.
All kinds of trouble back to the 25-yard line. So 35-12. A quick message from the official auto partner of the Rivalry brand. That's Ted Russell Ford and Ted Russell Lincoln.
A beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Look to the skies, Knoxville. Super savings is here. Right now, get 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on select models, plus 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance during our Super Summer Sales event.
And don't forget about back-to-school service savings on mobile, pickup, and delivery.
Come see the Super Dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location.
And our thanks to Ted Russell Ford, Ted Russell Lincoln, the official auto partner of the Rivalry brand. Congratulations to Noelle LeBlanc of Eagleton Academy. She is the latest candidate of FCA's Next Mile Scholarship, which is funded by Pilots Miles of Good. Noelle does track and field. She attends Faith Promise Church, FCA Huddle Captain, 3.0 GPA, and she is officially a candidate for one of 4 scholarships of $40,000, 2 15s, 2 5s, which is funded by Pilots Miles of Good. Well, just that quickly, the quarterback comes in 2 for 2, and there, by the way, there's how you become a candidate for FCA's Next Mile. Reach out to your FCA huddle coach, your school administrator, your coach, and you can be a candidate as well. Oliver comes in 2 for 2, 49 yards in the touchdown. And the Tigers trying to answer around the left side, still running down the sideline, and finally knocked out of bounds at about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, Darian Hensley on a great return there says, this ain't going to be no comeback. Going to make sure of that.
Darian Hensley returns the kickoff to the 37-yard line. Knocked out of bounds by number 6, Kyron Carr, and 17, Ashley Key. It'll be 1st and 10 on Rockwood.
I love how on the PA he says Rockwood.
That's right. Get that emphasis in there.
He's right next to us. I got a grin out of him. 1st down and 10. They'll go back to the ground. And tough running around left end for Jaden Davidson. Davidson in the first half, 12 carries, 93 yards. So that 7-yarder should put him at 100.
2 100-yard rushers already in this game for Rockwood.
You like the fight that you see out of Harriman.
Oh, yeah. They're buying in, and that's good.
It's easy to give up.
Yep.
Actually, 2nd down and 4, a gain of 6. So there goes Darby. Darby looking for his 5th touchdown. He'll take it inside the 20, and a flag comes in from behind the play at the 26.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold.
Darby's got 4 touchdowns. He's looking for his 5th. I've lost track.
Yeah, that's easy to do.
It's like that game when Deshaun Bishop was at Carnes and they were at Campbell County, and every time he'd run in for a touchdown, he'd hold up the number of fingers, how many touchdowns he had.
Blocking the back, number 51 on the offense, 10-yard penalty from spot foul, still second.
You know what? I disagree. That was a hold. That's the second time I've called a hold, and it's been a block at the back. And I don't disagree because I think I'm right. I disagree just out of principle.
Yeah, when Bishop got to his 6th touchdown that night, he was in the clear, and I said, I don't know how he's doing this one. If you think about it.
Yeah.
You know, he had the one hand, he could go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
When we got to 6, he couldn't really run and hold up 2 hands.
Yeah, so what I do in that situation, when you need to make 6 on one hand, it's a thumbs up. You start with the thumb instead of the pointer finger. Of course, he could have done that, then everybody would have just thought he was bragging on himself. Good job, Deshaun.
Inside handoff, cutting back. Well, there's the speed. Gets to the outside, gets him a block, turns on the afterburners, touchdown.
I don't see a flag, so.
Jaden Davidson goes 36 yards for the score to extend the lead to 41-12.
That's your smoky stat stuffer right there. And that is Davidson's first touchdown of the night, because Darby had 4 of them, and Aminette had 1.
Still surprised he's not, well, no, the extra point here does make it a 30-point game. Extra point is up, and it is good. So we've got our 30-point lead. 42-12, Rockwood with the lead. Once again, next week on Rivalry Thursday, got Greenville and Sevier County in a huge matchup that'll air in both Knoxville and the Tri-Cities market. So we'll look forward to that one next week. And then Rivalry Friday, it looks to be winless Bearden playing host to winless Farragut. Our thanks to Bacon & Company, the official apparel provider of the Rivalry brand. Jed and Jack and all the great people at Bacon Company, they will get you taken care of, and they're the official apparel provider of Harriman of our 2 schools tonight.
Now that logo just came up, Bacon & Company. It said established 1925, which would mean this rivalry, they started playing every year.
In 24.
In 24. So they started playing this before. And that.
So
that
you're
right
telling me that Bacon & Company was the official apparel provider of Harriman back in 1925?
It could have been.
Is that what you're telling me?
It could have been. Yeah, it could have been.
I don't know if they were doing apparel back then. I mean, the first game ever was like down at the local laundromat, is what I.
Well, you got to play it wherever you got to play it.
Yeah, when I read the information to start the game, the first game of the Rockwood-Harriman rivalry was played on a vacant lot on the corner of Wheeler and Wilder. As aerial coverage is brought to you by Gatlinburg Sky Park. Oh, by the way, near the former laundry location, they played it in 1921. They played twice in 21, twice in 22. Then they took 23 off for some reason.
Yeah, missed opportunity there.
24, they started playing every year. Look out. So now you've got the 30-point lead, and if nothing crazy happens, here's where the clock just starts running.
That's incredible to think about. Playing a football game in a vacant lot. 2 separate towns. Of course, everything was different back then. Your communities were a lot bigger back then.
Well, I mean, kids playing vacant lots now,
that's true.
They just call it sandlot pickup football.
Yeah, that's true.
And back then, that was the first game. They said, hey, you get a bunch of guys together from Harriman. We'll get a bunch of guys together from Rockwood. We'll meet down at the corner laundromat. We'll play in the vacant lot next to the laundromat, and we'll call it a game.
Literally drawing plays up in the dirt. And look, I believe we got another delay of game.
Yeah, literally, that's all they had was dirt.
Predator snap, delay game on the offense, 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
This happened to Harriman a lot. Start possessions with a delay of game. And Gann is still not coming in, so.
Well, no disrespect to him, but if I'm YU, I'm like, you know what? I might want to say a little bit more of Aiden Oliver.
Yeah.
2 for 2 for 49 yards and the touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm losing by 30 points. I might want to take a look at him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Hand off to Bertram, who really should turn and just run over defenders, by the way.
Oh, that's going to be a late hit.
It's got to be a 15-yard flag. Is there not a flag?
Couldn't get out of his pocket. He couldn't get the flag out of his pocket.
Was there a flag thrown? I don't think it's just that he couldn't get it out of his pocket. I don't think he was trying to get it out of his pocket.
Oh, wow.
Pulled his mic off.
That's surprising. That looked
like a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
I do want to see the quarterback throw again, though. He made a very nice throw on the touchdown. That looked like one of mine wounded ducks.
Yeah.
It was caught, but that does remind me of my playing days.
It just took a long time to get there when you're throwing across the field.
That would be a potential Joe Newberg collision of the game on Thursday, by the way. That was a big hit.
Da-na-na.
Oh, our last Rivalry Friday of this year before we head off to Rivalry playoffs. Alcoa and Anderson County. Give me interested to see if anybody can slow Alcoa down.
Yeah, and I know Anderson County is looking forward to that matchup.
They believe they can.
Yep.
Going to take a shot downfield. Who is this guy? There goes one of my sons. Going to have to call Ann and JP at One Day Signs and Banners. Look at that guy. I appreciate him.
That was nice.
Picking up my sign over there.
So Dylan Hanson runs under that pass.
Had they found something?
Maybe. Maybe. I tell you, he looks a lot better throwing it.
Is he 4 for 4 now?
Mid to long range.
4 for 5. 4 for 4? I mean, we're looking up the stats here to see where he's at. And they'll go around left end. Bertram's in trouble here. Yeah, Oliver 4 for 4, 93 yards and a touchdown.
Gracious.
And Bertram just lost yardage.
Yeah, to a point you made a couple plays ago, it's that guy's big. He should be running over people. He's not going to finesse a lot of people. Bigger guys aren't known for their finessing, although Jerome Bettis did it pretty good, but that's a once-in-a-two-generation player.
Yeah, I'm not really sure I'd call the big Jerome the Bus finesse. By the way, played golf at Oakmont Country Club in Pittsburgh a few years back, 2-3 years ago with Austin Price, and Jerome Bettis was playing that day.
How about that?
With the Jonas Brothers, a couple holes away from us.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Just overthrows the receiver.
That's the first incomplete pass. His medium and long-range passes are a lot better than his short passes. That's one of my scouting notes.
Well, the timing pattern's a little difficult when you're not the guy that's been getting the reps in practice.
Good point.
Back to the PTSD of my football career as a backup quarterback. You know, Coach, if I don't ever get to play, there's no way that I can, do this. Oliver rolling out. Look at the pass across the middle. Should have been caught.
Should have been caught. Should have been caught.
Not really sure why the clock is stopping since it's a 30-point lead. Should be a nonstop clock.
It hiccuped.
Fourth down and goal at the 13. And looking to throw it. Should have caught that one as well.
Yeah, wow.
And that will end the drive.
And great sportsmanship there. You love to see it. Jeffrey Gray picking up R.J. Jones. telling him, hey, young man, good try. You definitely love to see that, especially after this game started. You had a lot of tempers flaring and a lot of emotions. So, but that keeps the clock running.
So the Tigers will take over at their own 13-yard line. And they'll pitch this one out to Darby as the clock will continue to run at 42-12.
Minute 4.
One minute to go, third quarter. Clock still running. And here goes Darby. There goes Darby out past the 35.
Yeah, that clock's not the only thing still running. Adrian Darby's having himself a night.
And if they run the football here, they'll just have one more play in this quarter. What was a very slow first half could be a very fast second half.
There it is.
Got some personality down there on the sideline with the net sound. Inside handoff. And the tackle will be made just past midfield. That will take us to the end of 3. Rockwood with a 42-12 lead on Harriman on OEB Rivalry Friday. Presented by Carson Newman. We'll be right back.
To pay for stuff, spending. I do not know. Candy. Spend me. Use me to buy stuff.
It's never too early to learn more about personal finance. At Hearthside Bank, we work closely with our community to help meet your goals and achieve your financial dreams. Hearthside Bank, always within reach. Member FDIC.
High school sports is bigger than the players in the game. It's all about communities, screaming fans, the bands, cheer teams, and mascots. Oh, and the dogs. Just like high school sports, OEB Law is all about results. Hi, I'm Tim Elrod, and the OEB Law team is dedicated to giving you the game-winning results you deserve. OEB Law, just results. 546-1111.
A beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Look to the skies, Knoxville. Super savings is here. Right now, get 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on select models, plus 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance during our Super Summer Sales event.
And don't forget about back-to-school service savings on mobile, pickup, and delivery.
Come see the Super Dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location.
Hello, I'm State Farm Agent Scotty Dykes. Our office is located in Harriman, Tennessee, where we've been here located for over 25 years. Our office offers life insurance, homeowner insurance, auto insurance, and other investment products. Please pay us a visit, and we would love to do business with you.
Rivalry Friday is brought to you by OEB Law, Carson Newman University, Ted Russell Ford, and Hammers.
Hey, welcome back. Time now for the fourth quarter, 42-12 and a nonstop clock. And a flag comes in here. Sophie Starkey down on the sideline. I guess my question is kind of what's the attitude down there on the sideline for Rockwood up by 30 points now?
The morale is incredible. They're treating this like the beginning of the game. And when I spoke to Coach Webb earlier this year, this is more than just a game for them. This is about community. Most of these kids have been with Rockwood from Little League to middle school and now high school. So it's a big opportunity for them for show their love of the school and play as great as they're playing right now. But they're hyped, ready to go, hoping to finish the game like they started it.
Yeah, 100%. They've been playing well. I mean, they're up 30, 42-12, and a 5-yard penalty makes it first down and 15. Yeah, and Harriman, just like Sophie was saying about Rockwood, Harriman playing just as hard through the whistle, and that's what a rivalry game does for you. You play just a little bit harder when you don't like the other guy.
Yeah, well, and I'll tell you, that's true. That's very true. But, again, it's a testament to Harriman and the love that this Blue Devil team has for its coach to be looking at the scoreboard and say, hey, this is 42-12 game, start of the fourth quarter, like, we're not going to get down on ourselves. We're not going to quit. We're not going to win this game, but we're not going to quit. We're going to finish strong.
Second down and 11, officially a loss of just 1. He'll look to throw, throws across the middle. Oh, bought a nice pass. Better catch into the secondary. Turning for the end zone. Touchdown. Jaden Davidson from 47 yards out. And a beautiful strike from the quarterback, Aiden Eminette, to extend the lead to 48-12.
Yeah, great pass by Eminette. And again, I said it earlier in the game, Coach Webb here traditionally just a straight wing tee, but they've got a sophomore quarterback they're excited about. He's got a cannon on him, so Rockwood feels like, hey, we can run some wing tee, and we're going to run it down your throat, but we're also showing that we can throw the football.
Extra point to make it 49-12. 10.5 minutes to go and a nonstop clock. Extra point is up, and it gets about 6 feet off the ground, but it is good. Let's catch a break. 49-12, Rockwood with the lead.
High school sports is bigger than the players in the game. It's all about communities, screaming fans, the bands, cheer teams, and mascots. Oh, and the dogs. Just like high school sports, OEB Law is all about results. Hi, I'm Tim Elrod, and the OEB Law team is dedicated to giving you the game-winning results you deserve. OEB Law, just results. 546-1111.
Hey, East Tennessee, ready to save big? It's all at Hammer's Dry Goods. For over 70 years, we've been your hometown store for famous brand men's and ladies' clothing at rock-bottom prices. Need rugged workwear? Sharp casual looks? Ladies' game day gear? We've got it all, and it's priced to move. And when you shop Hammer's, you keep your money local, supporting our schools, our students, and our community. Hammer's Dry Goods. Tradition, value, hometown pride, and savings you can feel. Get to Hammer's today.
Kathy Mae Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy Mae Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
In East Tennessee, work isn't just a job, it's who we are. For over a century, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 102 has helped to build this region from the ground up with sweat, skill, and pride. Don't gamble on unskilled labor. At Local 102, our members train in a state-of-the-art facility with advanced real-world instruction, ensuring they deliver top-tier work from day one. Good work, good wages, local jobs. Local 102. Building today, fighting for tomorrow.
Rivalry Friday is brought to you by OEB Law, Carson Newman University, Hearthside Bank, Exterior Home Solutions, Food City, and Aqua Clear Water Systems.
So a new score, 49-12, Rockwood with the lead. 10.5 minutes to go after a 5-play, 88-yard drive in just 2:58. And you would think at this point with the lead at 37, clock won't be stopping anytime soon. Now that's Keystone Cops, and the Blue Devils will get on it.
Had 2 players come up try to catch the football for Harriman that time. Again, that's a youthful team.
By the way, the stats right now for Adrian Darby, he has gone over 200 yards, just barely, but it is 16 carries, 205, 4 touchdowns. Gia, I wonder if he might be getting the Exterior Home Solutions 6-star MVP. Just a thought.
That's who I would pick. Flag comes out. I believe it's going to be a substitution flag on Rockwood.
Well, all the highlights of all the games tonight will be on 10 Sports Blitz, as Camille Gear, Emily Ray Cochran, and Elijah Nixon going to have you covered tonight. All the scores and highlights on the 10 Sports Blitz coming up tonight, and all the Rivalry Thursday and Rivalry Friday games. You can catch them each week on the digital platform of WBIR Plus.
On the defense, 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
And on the official flagship television station, WKNX, The Knox. Can't thank Chris Protzman enough for his support and confidence in what we do. And now David Hunt and his good people over at WBIR. First down and 5. And this one could have been intercepted by 2 or 3 players.
Yeah, I think we had a miscommunication on that play.
You think?
Believe so.
I appreciate the hospitality of everybody here at Rockwood for having us out. Got an open ventilation here. We got air conditioning. It's comfortable. We've got all the room in the world up here. Do you make that catch on the sideline? Pretty nice catch. Dylan Hansen on the sideline comes up with the grab and gets both feet in. Ooh. That hurt.
Holden, number 79 on the offense, 10-yard penalty from spot foul. Still second down.
We gotta teach Mr. Whitehat not to bump against that microphone before he talks.
So 5 yards, second down and 15. Three receivers near side for the backup quarterback, who has come in and been very impressive, and he'll go to the short side and run out of territory very quickly. But Aiden Oliver has had some success in his short time in this game.
Yeah, and Gann started at quarterback, the senior for this Harriman team. I saw him out there on that defensive possession last time, and he was limping pretty noticeably. So he's still playing defense, but he's playing hurt. And that's unfortunately one of the perils of single-A football.
Third down and 15. Backup quarterback Aiden Oliver rolling out, and the completion made, but they needed 15, and they got about 7, maybe 6. Once again, a learning experience. You've got to understand, if you need 15, you've got to throw it 15.
Yeah. And I see a few new players coming in for Harriman. Makes me think probably going to punt this thing away.
As Austin Price would say on a Thursday at this point, punting right now is waving the white flag. And at 49-12, I mean, obviously at a 37-point deficit, nothing to do but wave the white flag and say, let's run that clock and get out of here.
Prior snap, delay game. On the offense, 5-yard penalty.
Another delay of game.
Clock will continue to run. Well, Mama said there'd be nights like this. Takes a Harriman bounce.
Pretty punt. And a flag comes out late in that play.
Just part of the process of growing if you're Quayu Graham. And, they always say you learn a lot more from a loss than you do a win. And unfortunately for him and his team, they've been learning a lot so far.
So they wave the flag off. But on that note, you do learn a lot more from a loss than you do a win. But you got to be able to handle yourself and keep your composure under a loss too, because like you said earlier, it's really easy to give up. So you got to keep fighting, put one step out in front of the other, just keep moving and get better every day.
Well, we got backup running backs in. Starting quarterback is still in, but the backup running backs are in. And nice job by the Harriman defense to get in the backfield with a lot of guys trying to prove themselves. I see some white uniforms out there.
Yeah.
I've told this story 1,000 times. When I was in high school, I was a sophomore, I was on junior varsity in Fort Worth, Texas. Hadn't played in the game. All the guys that had played on a rainy night had brown uniforms. And my best friend and I had white pants. And we hadn't played. So before we ran through the cheerleaders to leave, we laid down on the sideline and rolled around in the mud so we could run through the cheerleaders and go,
heck yeah.
What a game.
Nicholas Hubbard getting the carry that time.
We've got some big games coming down the pike on Rivalry Thursday and Rivalry Friday. Of course, obviously excited about the last week of the season. Two big ones, Powell and West, and what will be a very important Rivalry Thursday game. And then Alcoa and Anderson County, and what will be a very important Rivalry Friday game as the Tigers will run the football again right up the middle. Greenville, Sevier County next week. Farragut, Bearden the week after. And in 2 weeks from now, William Blount and Heritage on Thursday, Fulton and Carter on Friday. October 9th, Gatlinburg Pittman at Austin East on a Thursday. Grace and Sevier County on Friday, October 10th, which could be interesting. After what Grace did last night, I'm anxious to see what they do against the defending 5A state champions.
Yeah, and when you talked to the pre-games, like how does that translate? You've got the private school, you've got the public school, you've got a public school powerhouse, and you've got a very talented private school. How does that translate? So that'll be very exciting to see play out.
You just don't know. John Webb will run the clock down and then take a timeout. Probably look out there and get all the players that he can out, and just finish this game out. Well, thanks to Better Mattress. If you have mattress needs, make sure that you scan the QR code. And I tell you what, in the Packer family, we've got 3 daughters, and thus 3 houses for the girls, and our house and second house. We've got all kinds of beds needed. Got 4 new mattresses this week from Better Mattress. They delivered them to us out there at our Douglas Lake House and got us all equipped. Can't thank those folks at Better Mattress enough. Scan the QR code and they will get you set up.
So you had mattresses delivered. Did you go in store and like lay on them and be like, no, that's the one I want?
I did actually. It was a little creepy, but I did. There was one I just went and jumped on it just to see if it felt good.
Yeah.
And it did.
There you go.
Well, down the left side, and running through defenders. I think he liked that.
Yeah, great run that time, and that's Hensley. And that's how you finish a run, too. He wasn't going to go out of bounds. He was going to meet a defender head on. That's exactly what he did. I like when that happens and you get an ooh from the crowd.
Well, they'll still keep running as we approach 2 minutes to go. And our thanks to Chuck Fleischman, huge supporter of high school football and Rivalry Friday. Can't thank him enough for his continued support. He's been the supporter of BBB TV 12 games for years for Brad Jones and the good folks. And our thanks to Chuck Fleischman.
So for Rockwood, you do have a lot of new faces in there. One player that's still in there, quarterback, sophomore, Aiden Amonette. I can tell you a story about him.
Better hurry.
Of course, I say he's in. And then
you saved the story for a minute and a half to go in a running clock.
Yeah, and then they lined Davidson up under center. But Amonette actually got to coach him in Little League basketball. And we had two Aidens on the team. And so they told me, they said, you can call him Spike. And so primarily he was a football player. His daddy was a really good basketball player for Rockwood here, Thomas Jefferson Davis. And, yeah, so they called him Spike. So very fitting if you've watched the movie Little Giants and, you know, the Spike on that played for the Cowboys team.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, remember that movie?
Yeah.
Spike was the athlete, the best.
By the way, official apparel provider of the Rivalry brand, D1. Our thanks to Devin Driscoll and all the good people at D1. Continue with Little Giants. Kill the Cowboys. Little Cowboys.
That's right. Well, and
Hearthside Bank, by the way.
Got to say that.
Presenting sponsor of the Hearthside Bank pregame show. Always within reach with Hearthside Bank.
So Aiden Amonette always has, he's been a great athlete ever since he was a kid. Spike.
And that'll be the last play of the game as Rockwood hops in the victory formation. And they will line up in a very impressive win tonight for the Rockwood Tigers as they will walk out of here with a 49-12 win. 49-12 over their rivals from Harriman. And Sophie Starkey will be looking for our Exterior Home Solutions 6-star MVP. And gee, wonder who that is. And I think she has got him. Sophie Starkey down on the sideline. Go for it.
No surprise here, Adrian Darby is our MVP tonight. You had 4 touchdowns this game, 205 yards, helping your team win this victory with most of their points. How did you feel?
It feels great. I had a solid win last week, but I had to pick it up, do better on that. So that's just my game plan. I thought to score every time I touch the ball.
Not only that, but this is the oldest rivalry in the state. You were a big part of your team's victory. What was your mindset going into tonight, hoping to get that momentum from that last win into tonight?
I got a few friends in Harriman, but when it comes to playing them in any sport, I hate them. It's just
nice.
Me. So I decided last year we got beat 37-0.
And he over 200 yards tonight for that guy. I love these guys that give credit to all their teammates, and that's exactly what he did. So the final score tonight, 49-12. All the highlights and scores tonight on the 10 Sports Blitz on WBIR. We will see you next week on Rivalry Thursday for Greenville and Sevier County. And then Friday, it is Farragut at Bearden. And the free medical clinic Friday night scoreboard every Friday night at 10 p.m. on BBB TV 12. For Aaron Harvey, Brad Jones, everyone who's been a part of this one, I'm Mark Packer. Thanks for making us a part of your night. We'll see you next week.
Don't miss Beyond the Orange and Locker Room Sundays at 7 p.m. on TVSN.
Hey, I'm wide receiver number 14, Braylon Staley.
And you can check Braylon out on Beyond the Orange on the Tennessee Valley Sports Network.
Then stay tuned for Locker Room at 7:30. It's the Players Show with current players, VFLs, and experts from VolQuest. That's Sunday starting at 7 p.m. on TVSN.
And just Tell me when you're ready.
Are they talking to you?
Adrian, you got me?
Yeah, I can hear you. All right.
You ready on audio? You ready, Brad? Okay, here we go. Coming at you in 3, 2. Well, if you wanted to see running tonight in a great rivalry game, you saw it. 49-12 was the final score. Hey, I want to bring in Adrian Darby, the junior running back for Rockwood. And what a night for this guy. Adrian, listen to these numbers. 16 carries, 205 yards, 4 touchdowns. I mean, you had to be having a ball tonight in this game.
I have no idea what you just said. My bad.
Okay, he can't hear me?
I heard everything until the last part.
Okay, is his mic working? Okay, I can't hear it. So, I mean,
Does he need that?
hey, Adrian, can you do me a huge favor, bud? Can you come up to the press box with me?
Yeah.
I want to get it right for WBIR, okay? So if you can come up here, I'd sure appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy. Come on up here. We'll put a headset on you.
All right. I'm going to go to the press box.
Do what?
They want me to go to the press box.
What? Wow, what? They didn't give him the microphone? That's okay. He's coming up here. It's all right. He's coming up here.
Well, if you're interviewing somebody, you should have a mic, though. Guys.
Thank you.
I got the Rex mic for you, Brad.
Appreciate you. Thank you for having us.
No, I can hear y'all, though.
It's okay. It'll look good up here with him. It'll be a good-looking interview. Whatever it takes to make good TV, we'll do. Here he comes. First time we've done this. Huh? Sorry, man. We didn't give you the microphone. I mean, we had to give you here. Flip around here and face the camera. Right up there. All right. First, face that camera. I'll put this headset on you. All right, so here's the thing. Now we'll be able to – maybe able to see highlights. Back up a little bit if you can. Here we go. There we go. All right, cool. Cool. Are we ready? Huh? Oh.
Too tall.
You're too tall. It's never been my problem.
6 foot plus.
You are?
I lie.
Yeah.
So I told my women.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
You got 2 highlights over there, right, Brad? All right. Rolling? Here we go. Coming at you. Let's see. I got to go your way a little bit. I got to square up. There we go. Cool. Here we go. Coming at 3, 2. Well, if you like running in a rivalry game, you like what this guy did. Adrian Darby, the running back at Rockwood. Listen to these numbers. 16 carries, 205 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 of them in the first quarter. How much fun were you having tonight?
I was having a lot of fun. I was having a whole lot of fun. I haven't had a game like this in a very long time, since probably like 8th grade. So it was just a good night for me to have.
3 touchdowns in the first quarter. You get to the end of one, and you're like, what in the world's going on?
Yeah, just something came over me. I was really hyped today. I could barely sleep last night. We lost 37-0 last year, so I just had to pick it up this year. I wanted to get a win.
Yeah, and that's one thing you were talking about in the postgame interview is the sting of 37-0. It doesn't go away a rivalry game, does it?
Oh, no. I've never lost to a Harriman football team a day in my life. And then to lose like that, it just hurt. So I had to make it different.
365 days waiting for tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you made good on it. 4 touchdowns tonight, over 200 yards. Congratulations, man. Big win for you.
Thank you.
Rockwood gets the win tonight, 49-12.